Welcome to the Sylne4r GoaT Map! And this is a specific map designed for free-for-all, made by Sylne4r, who is in voice channel with me right now. This is how it looks.
Hello.
Everybody starts. We have enough wood, enough gold. Sylne4r will explain more towards the map in a second. We also have this trade workshop in the middle that I believe generates res. Let's introduce the players first, and then you talk about the map, shall we, right? We've got Moin playing as the Teal Hindustanis, Ashur Abbasis playing as the Red Britons, Viking Rage playing as the Vikings, very fitting. Let's hope he will rage as well. Dover playing as the Chinese, not a standard free-for-all save here for Dover. And then we've got Peugeot with the Italians, also a save we don't see too often in free-for-all. Sai as the Vietnamese, I think you like them, but they're also not too popular. And we've got Antarctic as Spanish. We see them a bit more often, but also not that often. This we don't see too much. Besides Tipe playing Portuguese, of course. And now I leave you over the word, Mr. Sylne4r, as the map creator, to talk about what you want and maybe the map.
Okay, so as I explained before, the idea behind this is that people fight each other and not just sit around. And I think to achieve that, I don't want to force people into specific playstyles, because I think free-for-all is cool because you have so many options, you know what I mean? Like, you have so many things you can do. You can be very strategic about how you play the game, thinking about who you attack, what you do, what you don't do. So I wanted to keep all the options open, but give like little candies to bait people into maybe some things that makes the game interesting. And as I said before, I think the first and most important thing is every free-for-all map should have a lot of wood, so that you will never get this boring situations in which the map has no wood anymore and everybody is just doing nothing because nobody has resource income and as a result can't do anything, which is why I use Step as a base map, which has a lot of wood. And the second thing is, I think every map should have enough open space to fight in, because if it's only narrow and choky, it's also boring. But also not be completely free, which is why I think Step again is good. It has hills, it has like some woodlands in the middle. I like added some woodlands in the middle somewhere so that it has some choke points, has some hills, so you have all terrains that you can work with. And then the next thing is, every free-for-all map should have some ways to reward you for being aggressive. And as you know, I'm a big fan of trading with dead people, which is why the markets can't be deleted, so nobody can be a dick when he dies and just delete this market. So you will always get a market if you kill somebody. The markets also have more HP, but once the player are dead, the markets don't respawn anymore, so then you have to protect them. So the basic idea is
and Arctic just deleted the market, so we're seeing it tested.
Oh, okay. And did it respawn, I hope? That did.
It did respawn. I think it deleted it twice, and it respawned.
And you also can't build trade cards, so you can't completely trade room out of control and have like 20,000 gold. You get up to 12 trade cards which spawn. And this is the main idea of why people fight each other. Then another thing is, I like it in free-for-all games if people fight for corners, because I think you would agree corners are strong, because they have a good safe position which you can use. Or not? Do you agree?
Yeah, corners are always good, yeah.
Okay, which is why if you look at the map, there are always two players which are close to corner. For example, blue and teal, red and orange, purple and gray, and green and yellow. And between them, I had made the terrain open. So you see, green can walk to yellow without problems, the same with blue to teal, and both players also have access to the corner, more or less.
Yeah, so they're kind of meant to fight the first only one.
Exactly. But on the other hand, if you look between yellow and blue or between teal and red, there is always one big wood line which goes to the corner of the map and which extends a bit outwards, so that you have to go around a bit if you would attack somebody like this. Maybe between green and gray is not that much, but this is kind of the idea that if you attack not the person of your corner, the walking distance is higher because you have to go around this wood line, and by this have a longer reinforcement line, which then discourages people to attack people on the same side and instead encourages them to attack the people in the same corner, because they have a shorter rush distance basically, or shorter reinforcement distance. It's still viable to go for both players, because I said I think you should have options, but there's like this very little detail to make it a little bit more intuitive to go for the corner person than the other one.
Yeah, but you still got options. But yeah, some people are closer to corners, right? I mean, it's fair focus pointing out. But we'd also need to talk about the monument version here. I've got some questions about it because, well, you explain it first, and then I.
Okay, then I would say the next thing is, as I said, people should fight for each other, but of course with each other to get the markets. But of course, they should also fight for map control, which is why I added a lot of gold and stone in the middle, as you can see. And this is in both versions. But by my experience, people didn't knew that there was something in the middle to fight over, which is why I made one important change which you didn't see. At the beginning of the map, every person had an outpost in the middle, which then instantly got deleted. Which means every person has had vision on the middle and has seen that there is gold and stone. So if you go to the vision of every player, you see that every player has some vision in the middle and knows what is there. Just to get them knowing there's something that is interesting, which is the stone and the gold, as well as the little outpost. And the outpost, it works very, very simple. At the beginning of the game, it spawns as a Gaia building, so whoever gets closest to it gets it. And if you hold, you get 100 gold every minute.
And boy, oh boy, the tower's not going up. Yeah, Sai already killing someone. Showing it right now. 4 archers in the base, it's not looking too pretty for Pigo.
Are you live, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, then let's maybe look a bit about the fight between them.
It's looking bad. There's another battle around the berries as well, so.
I mean, he's
pretty
killing
rough for the Italians. Trying to get bloodlines. Is he on the way to the castle age? No, I don't think Scout will help too much.
I think we might have our first victim, but I mean, this is kind of the idea of the map. I mean, that people should play aggressive, maybe not that aggressive in Feudal Age, but...
And you said the map makes him want to go for yellow, well that didn't...
Yeah.
That's not what he went for. He went for the other corner, which arguably...
I also said that the border between green and grey is probably the smallest, so I should maybe extend the woodline a bit, to be honest. Which we can kind of see in this game right now.
Well, maybe he just went for the... You could also base it on Sylne4r or base it on, like... other stuff. So I said, sorry, yellow. Why is yellow like being angry with him while he's attacking the other side? I don't quite get it.
But I mean, green is much closer to yellow, so I think it would have been the natural way to go for yellow, as it's much harder to attack grey normally. So maybe he just knows the player.
Let's talk for a bit about the trade workshop, because as you said earlier, it gives 100 gold a minute, and we can see how strong it is. Tifa already has 1,500 gold in the bank. And it seems to be very hard to kill in like, people have been trying, right? We saw Scout attacking it, now we're seeing Man-at-Arms attacking it. The Man-at-Arms will probably get the job done and will get orange to Monument, so already it's getting a bit less, but in Dark Age it seems very busted because Scouts can't really take it down.
And I have to agree that I wasn't thinking about the power of it in the Dark Age, so I should probably change it that it only starts giving resources after like minute 25 or so, probably.
Yeah, I think that's probably good, or like at times where everybody's at least castle age or something. Yeah.
I mean, a very simple way would just be to just let it spawn in after like minute 25.
But you have the outposts, you see the spawn, and then the outposts destruct after a bit, like after it spawned or something. Maybe that. There's also gold and stone mines around it. Oh, I just saw that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the normal version only has the gold and stone mines in the middle.
We're gonna have the first takeover now. Man-at-Arms 30 HP away. See if it works.
Yeah, it respawns every 5 seconds in theory. If it's not
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, don't go away! There it is. Now he has it. Nice. Orange took over. Gray has some scouts and is somewhat alive here. Somewhat 16 pop, but.
And yeah, Abyss Works is a very simple mechanic. You kill it, it respawns, you take it, and then you have something that generates the gold. And the idea was because in the very late game, I want people to have multiple things that gives them a reason to be aggressive. So
you could also scale the rest generation, says Kakoko. Yeah, that might be a nice idea too.
This would go out of control, I think, because if you at some points and like generate like 500 gold a minute, would be very
you
insane.
can cap it, right? From like, I don't know, 1 gold per minute in Dark Age, then 10 gold per minute in Feudal until it goes to 200 or something, and not further, maybe?
Yes, but it takes then like 200 individual how do you call it in English? Um,
I don't know.
the things that you add in the editor to do some things like
Ah,
that.
you're
You know
saying
what
it's work.
Yeah, it would work. It would be a lot of work, to be honest.
Funnily could do a lot of triggers for this scenario as well. But
Yeah,
I have no clue about scenario editing. I shouldn't say how much work something is.
I mean, I have made like 1,500 triggers for my Game of Thrones map, so I can tell you it's doable, no problem. But in AOE without
Yeah, the Game of
triggers
Thrones map is way more complicated than this one, right?
of course, it is way more. Oh yeah, I think this is why we're testing it. I completely agree. In Dark Age, it is too strong, so I should probably just remove it from Dark Age, kind of like I did with trading, because at the beginning of the map, you were spawning with trade cards from Dark Age, and people just were trading with each other in Dark Age, even with it being a free for all. And by changing it to only spawn after Imperial Age, people didn't do this and instead killed people. So I think it would be a good change to do something similar, like letting it only generate resources, or like only spawn after like 25 minutes or something like this. Or after one person reaching Imperial Age, something like that.
Antarctic just said the pop cap would be 2. Is the pop cap hard coded or can it be changed?
The pop cap, this was weird. I don't know how Age of Empires works in this regard. You can, in the editor, select the starting resources of players and the pop cap of players. And before I had it on 200 and was thinking you just select it in the game settings and then it's 300. But that's not how it works for some reason. So no matter what you selected in the lobby, it was always 200. Which then, while later on I just changed it on 300. So
it's always 300.
It should always be 300, but I will not guarantee it because I don't know exactly how this mechanic works in scenarios, to be honest.
Maybe we can check what its like settings are. Oh no, we can't because it's the hints in scenario.
But because I didn't know it, I know that at some point I think I just added a trigger which sets it to 300.
Yeah, 300 is the gold standard anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it should be. But I'm not sure about
adding a castle. Everybody else seems to be booming. 5 TC here for Moyne. We've got 3 TC and a defensive castle for Ashur as the Britons, probably wanting to go longbow. Viking Rage invested quite a bit into the middle, so he's still on 1 TC, but he will get the gold trigger.
Because there's a market, he can just buy anything that he wants.
6 TCs for Dova. Pijo kind of dead. Thai kind of behind by his attack, and Antarctic only 2 TCs, and now being massively attacked by Sai, who is aiming to kill all his neighbors before finishing off the first one. Not sure. Normally you want to finish someone off to get the market here as well, right? The indestructible market.
I think it's an interesting strategy. I think he wants to weaken his neighbors so that none of them can basically attack him and then just take one out later on to get the market. Maybe this is the thinking behind it.
Or take both out and get 2 markets.
Oh, exactly.
And 2 corners.
So,
right? I mean, it seems to be working. Doesn't look like Antarctic has much to stop it.
I think it's such that can work, but super risky. But I also feel like he's a better player than like both of them. I mean, I don't know the elos of them, but it kind of feels like it at least. So I wouldn't recommend the strategy, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it only works if you're like higher elo than both your neighbors. But we're gonna start the bets now. I completely forgot about the bets. Let me open them.
Who would you bet on in this game, to be honest?
Should I bet honestly who I think we would win? I normally bet on the underdog, so people can get muscles. But since you're here, I could bet honestly as well.
I mean, who do you honestly think? Tipe?
No.
I mean, I think if Tipe
Hindustanis versus Britons is not too bad. But Moyne is a bit in a tough spot between Ashur and Tipe. Dova looks very strong on the boom, but he's Chinese, so I don't want to bet on him.
I mean, I think Tipe would be my favorite if he would have been a different spawn location, like teal or grey, which have access to the corner if nobody attacks them. But because he plays so passive, I don't think he can go easily for Wonder Victory. So I think Moyne is in a good position, but I'm not sure how good Hindustanis are in the late game, to be honest. Because camels, I think, kinda suck, free for all. But they have the very weird, unique unit which can be good, and good hand cannoneers. So maybe. But I don't get help, right?
Yeah, I'm betting on Ashur, I think.
Ashur. Ah, Britons.
Because Moin is next to Tipa and will have to attack him eventually. Ashur could probably overcome Orange, because Orange has the middle, yeah, but it's only Vikings. And so I think Ashur could get some control on the right side and just ignore that and leave Moin to killing Tipa, and then would be in a good spot. And Sai might kill his neighbors, but probably set himself a bit too behind here.
I mean, are shinies even that bad? I mean, they have fully upgraded halberdiers, fully upgraded light cav, Shukunu are not bad. They don't have bombard cannon, which is
just don't have a power unit, and they don't have good siege.
But you don't need a power unit if you can just grind out, like grind down your enemy. I mean, this is kind of what I said before. I don't like free-for-all with too much gold, because then whoever has a power unit wins. But this is not with too much gold. Like, it's with, I think, enough gold that you can just trade.
You can bet on purple. I already bet on Ashur.
I just don't know how good Dova is, to be honest. I don't know him.
I also don't know him. But he seems like having a good boom. I mean, he has the most. He's one of the most pops together with Moin and Tipa, actually, but Tipa is Victoria. So Moin and Dova are so far with the best booms, which is ranking them high. Ashur prioritized the castles maybe a bit too early, but he wanted to be safe, I guess.
I just think everybody has very weird civilizations, in my opinion.
Yeah, totally.
Like.
So I said it to start, right?
Like, there's not a single civilization, except maybe Portuguese, which I would say is like a free-for-all civ. Spanish, maybe to a degree, but also not like S tier.
Yeah, the Antarctic also isn't in the greatest spot here. I mean, he's kind of ran to the back, made a castle, made a back TC there, which is base is nice for, I think. It would be a nice spot for Tipa, I think. Maybe it's red. Oh, nice shot though. Killing a lot of the crossbow here. So I kind of microing into that attack round there. Maybe it wasn't an attack round, I don't know.
But I agree,
he's going back now, and Grey is somewhat rebooming, adding second TC.
It is quite funny, because like, Green was dead, and not Green, Grey was dead, then
he's dead again.
And then he's dead again.
Back.
I don't know what to say. And then I just saw Green's crossbows running in, and I knew, yep, he's dead again. he's just bullying both of his neighbors.
Yeah, he's bullying them, but he's not able to really finish them off. I mean, Antarctic kind of defended it now. Yeah, he's 40 pop. He's even behind Sai, who invested also a lot. But he has a back castle, a back TC, as the siege defense, so need to be something else. And Vietnamese don't get redemption, so the Monk Rush here or the Monk Edition won't really have too much against the Mangonels.
What I also wanted to say about... Oh, we're seeing Orange attacking Ashur, by the way.
Oh boy. A lot of long swords. With full castle edge upgrades. Interesting attack timing to attack an imp opponent with castle edge units.
But it's not bad, because Ashur is imp, but he has no units yet. He has only imp economy. So it's basically like the perfect timing, because he invested all of his resources into going imp and doesn't have anything yet.
Kind of, but he's only 2 TC behind that, right? So can he keep that up? I don't think so.
I mean, problem is like, he kills villagers, sure, but he has enough TCs to replace them, and he doesn't really get anything out of it. This is more.
By the way, another thing you could probably change is that red and orange are next to each other.
Why?
Just because we're seeing a red-orange fight, and that's really hard to watch.
Hey, I just have taken the map how it was renovated.
Yeah, but the colors, like, the colors that don't fit each other could be next to each other. Like, Sai still attacking both. He casted from the Arctic now, is still with crossbows on the base of Pijo. So I think Sai strategy has killed 2 people at the same time, which is valiant effort, I guess.
Doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it.
The funny thing is, when we were talking about civs, I even think Vikings could be one of the best civs in it, because they have decent halbs. Their arbalests are very strong from what I know, because there's this weird new tech.
Yeah, we don't have a single SO civ in this game, right? So Chinese and Vikings actually, Chinese and Vikings both have no counter to
I mean, you know what on SO.
And there are none, so that's good for them.
I don't think SO are really good on this map, because it's not like land normal where there are a billion choke points.
Yeah, that's civs that just die to onagers. Or the siege onager.
Yeah, if you don't.
So then it's worth it, right?
You know, I think you can easily counter onagers with halberdiers.
Oh yeah, you think that, yeah. if the Otter player doesn't have good micro, then yes.
I mean, Otter, this is how I countered you all the time back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, I didn't have good micro.
I mean, I don't know. You said you had it.
Well, now I'm saying I didn't have it.
I mean, I think you can do it because you can just flank them, but doesn't matter. Let's keep on the game.
Viking Rage is laughing because why?
I see red
He
trading.
lost the middle, by the way. Moin take over the middle. Red trading with?
Red is trading with orange.
That's why he's laughing, yeah. He can't lead the market. He can't lead the market, so opponent trading actually works way better, right?
Yeah, but he can just
wall
place
it in,
tower or wall or anything.
The one-time gap, yeah.
Like, it's not like he has no options.
He probably feels like it though, because he attacked the guy and he's not doing anything about it. He's like, oh shit, I can't lead my market.
And green is now also attacking blue, which is quite funny.
Oh boy, no, don't make too... Okay, you were flexing by killing both your neighbors simultaneously, but you shouldn't poke T-Pay at the same time. I feel like that's a mistake. T-Pay has enough production to fight back.
Exactly, and he has also enough resources, and he's imp.
Enough Pandorians as well, I guess. 12. 240 poppers in that. So T-Pay maybe doesn't want to make units right now.
I really don't understand.
Looking at T-Pay's base and then seeing these 8 crossbows in front of it, it's a bit like, okay, yeah, that's a fly on me somewhere. So T-Pay probably
what
won't
I really don't
care.
understand is, like, I have explained the maps that are like a lot of vote, many ways to generate gold, and T-Pay still goes for Victoria. Like, it would be so much more pop efficient to just make villagers.
Yeah, it also didn't work last time we played the map, right? But it's just T-Pay trying to do T-Pay things. Oh, big news, actually. Moit is going for Ashur. There goes my bet. You didn't bet again as well.
I know. It doesn't matter. I don't have muscles to bet anyway, so... I've spent every muscle on this waffle, yeah? And it was
well, it worked, right? For once it worked. After 8 hours stream, it didn't.
And it didn't work in the 8 hour streamers. Yeah, but I mean...
But what's also not going to work is Ashur's defense here, I think. Ashur looks quite dead. I mean, it's a bit weakened by the longsword attack earlier. It's just Hussar trap attack. He does have halberdiers.
But he's against a lot of Cav archers, so the halberdier... Wer ist der Cav archer, by the way?
Cav archer? Yeah, attacking T-Pay. This is really true free-for-all. Everybody's attacking 2 people at the same time.
No. Because I think it's because of the map layout. Like, you are close enough that it makes sense, but not so close that you should get attacked in Castle Feudal Age. I mean, green proved me wrong, but I think it wasn't ideal for green. So I would still say he probably wouldn't do it again. And we have a lot of action so far.
Yeah, with the Cav archers not being present there, Ashur will defend this quite easily with just halberdiers.
Which is just confusing me is nobody yet has built a castle in the middle. There's so much gold and stone, and nobody really wants to secure the area of the map, which is kind of confusing me, to be honest.
One is securing it with a bit of army. While he's attacking T-Pay now, so he just poked Ashur, they're stealing the stone in between of them. Maybe that's what the attack was for.
But I think I would always go for the middle first, because if you can decide between mining out the resources in your base and mining out the resources in the middle, mine the middle out first, because the resources in your base you will always have a chance to mine out later if you need them.
Yeah, Funny would, for example, totally do that, right? If he was in this game.
I would do the same.
We should also mention that Dova is making the most out of the Chinese wall technology.
Wall technology? I have to look it up, what you mean?
They have a unique tech. Makes walls stronger.
Okay.
Obviously, they're Chinese. And he's making a ton of fortified wall layers in his base.
And towers.
Yeah, it's like playing T-Pay style without playing Portuguese. Pijo has run to the back. Oh boy, there's a TC of Pijo in the back of Dova's base where he's ran away. And he stonewalled it, so he really is a fighting spirit, I like it. His base is being taken over, and most importantly, his market is being taken over. And it's actually nice to trade with markets of players you leave alive here, right? So then the market respawns.
This is kinda the, I think, biggest problem of the idea with preventing the respawn, that if somebody relocates, they are still alive and the market can't be killed. But to be honest, I think in most situations which somebody relocates, they're so weak that they should just get killed very soon. So
I don't know, I kind of like it that you don't have to finish people off, but can already get the market. I think I actually like it. Moins Dao with a more heavy attack on Teeple. At the same time, we're kind of picking up on the fight between Viking Rage and Ashur Basis again, as Ashur has, I think, realized Moin is leaving him be and going for Teeple, so he's going back to the player who attacked him with longswords, who now has a skirm two-handed sword.
Yeah, there's a lot of skirms, but the skirms have very bad upgrades, only +1 on attack, so they have very bad range, which against longbows is a big deal.
Yeah, I hope he's getting them. His Black Knuckle is active, but it's getting infantry upgrades first for his champions.
And Ashur's just not reacting, he's just standing in front of the skirmishers.
Maybe he just checked the upgrades and said, oh yeah, well, longbows can deal with that.
Yeah, but you can kite.
yeah, okay, now I noticed.
Use your range.
He was busy, I don't know, doing what.
I mean, Teeple is losing all of his production right now in the front.
Yeah, he's not. He needs to switch to military pretty soon, right?
And he needs, most importantly, to switch into getting production buildings in his base. He only has siege workshops in his base, which will not really help him defending this. He needs a lot of skirmishers.
Yeah, he's only making halberdiers, hand cannons, champions. Nothing that's good against CA.
Towers.
Well, I guess the bomber towers are okay against CA.
Yeah, but there's still siege elephants, so... If he has
some bombard cannons against the siege elephants, I guess.
He also has some bombard cannons, but he's just not moving them.
Are they trapped?
No,
I don't think so, right? There should be one time between the castle and the tree.
I mean, I think.
Oh, but they might be trapped there, right? The tower is blocking him.
But maybe they got in there before the tower was being built, because otherwise I can't explain how they got there.
That's true. Yeah, that's the siege workshop. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I guess they can shoot now, but he needs some at the top.
But he's also getting just halberdiers, so the halberdiers will clean up the siege elephants probably, and then if he micros his bomber towers, he could focus on the calf archers. So he has a way out to survive this, but he should still make a lot more production in his base.
I should just found something. You can apparently send resources. Not blocked to tribute. Nice.
But why? Huh?
Did someone tribute? Wait. Yeah! Viking Rage sent 108 stone to Ashur Basis and paid 32 in tax. I thought it was a hidden feature, but apparently it isn't. They did lock teams, we don't see the Diplo over
there.
So
this is what confuses me, because isn't the fact that you can tribute or not normally decided by the fact if you lock teams?
Yeah, I thought so.
So I have no idea what enables it, to be honest. Makes no sense to me. I've changed nothing about tribute. Maybe...
It's an optimistic trade line by Antarctic here. Why is he making his limited trade cards? You can only make 8, right? And he's setting them into size castle.
You can have up to 12 trade cards.
Ah, okay, 12. Well, less for Antarctic now.
They like just keep spawning, so you don't even have to make them, and you can't even make them.
Game was probably created with teams unlocked, then you edit it, so it's still possible. That might be a reason.
Oh right, this could be the reason. That's true. This might be a very smart way. I was thinking right now that it might be because the mechanic of the trade post is that Gaia is sending tribute to the player every minute, because it's the only way you can, and this maybe enables it.
It's kind of funny to have a free-for-all though where you can tribute. It worked out great for Viking Rage because he invested 100 stone, sent him to Ashur, and Ashur was like, okay, I got tribute, I stopped.
I mean, to be honest, I think being able to pay tribute is not even a bad thing for free-for-all, as you can just talk with people in this way.
It makes it more Diplo-y, I guess, but it's a nice hybrid, I don't mind it.
Oh.
Tifa has now finally made an army.
And he's walking his halberdiers in his Calf Archer army, but he's taking a very bad engagement in my opinion. Like,
terrible engagement.
Most of the units are not fighting, they're just walking. His ranged units were right inside the hussars. and he doesn't even need to suicide his
He
entire
kicked them all
army
together
for-
somewhere. They were walking at like the speed of the slowest unit into
Yes,
the army.
they were walking at the trebuchet, which also doesn't make sense in my opinion because I mean you're Portuguese. If you want to get rid of the trebuchets, just make bombard cannon. And
I guess
don't
traps have
suicide.
more range, but yeah.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah,
it's much,
Arquebus, it's better.
it's much more effective than just suiciding 40 halberdiers and 20 hand cannoneers.
We've also lost the relics. It's looking like a very strong push from Moin.
Mm.
We also have some more action. Seek actually. Dark has some conks out, so he keeps defending. Seek is just stealing the resources. Sigmar concentrated maybe on the other side. Dova has an army now too. What is he doing with it? Not
Dova's just
much. He just has the middle. That's really nice actually. Maybe I should have bet on Dova, I think.
He's playing
really
well in my
playing
opinion
really
because he's playing for map control, which is basically what the intention of this map is, and he's doing very well. He's not killing somebody, but he doesn't need to because nobody else is going for the middle. And I mean, the middle has like how many gold tiles? I don't even know. Maybe like 15. So if nobody contests it, why would you go and attack somebody? Just eat up the middle.
He's somewhat attacking Moin now. I don't know how intentional this is. It's 40 halberdiers, so he probably kind of wants to delete by this or something.
They're probably just scouting, I think, the halberdiers.
Yeah, probably something with that.
Ah, Tipe is dead, I think. I don't think Tipe can hold that.
I mean, if anybody else attacks Moin and Moin goes away, then Tief is not dead, so...
Yeah, of course, but Ashur shouldn't
not.
attack Moin
That's
because
true.
Ashur nearly got killed before. And Dova has no real reason to attack him, so he shouldn't do it either. As I said, I think the halberdiers are just scouting, basically.
Yeah, Moin
And-
also doesn't seem too interested in the halberdiers. Just continuing to kill Tief. What do you think
We
about
also-
Sai's position?
Exactly what I want to say about now. Sai has now gotten the base of yellow, basically. So I think he's in a good position. But, and this is the big but, if Teal now kills blue, and he just continues walking, then he finds green. So it kind of depends on what the other players will do for green now, I think. I think
Yeah.
green...
Tief is
At
kind
the
of
back-
finding both Antarctic and green right now as he's trying to run to cut away.
He's trying to
But that
escape,
corner
but
is already taken, mate. See, shot by yellow, turns around.
does Tipe have any resources? I have to look it up.
Yes, he has good resources. He still has his Victoria.
Then why is he not building? He has like 10 barracks and 7 archery ranges in front of his base.
Yeah.
And still 3 siege workshops. He can make halberdier, skirmisher, and bombard cans and would be maybe be able to defend it.
Yeah.
I mean, it would
good
be
question.
much better
I don't know.
it would be much better strategy than trying to run away because I mean, where do you wanna run? Through the bases of other people?
I mean, the left corner is free. He
Yeah,
makes
but
it there.
But it
Kind of
shouldn't.
making it. And
Yeah,
that
but it
shouldn't seem to
shouldn't
care.
be. That is my point. Yeah, it is, but it's not a good strategy because it shouldn't work. You know what I mean? And peaceful Antarctic. He's just passing, yeah.
Oh, but Antarctic garrison the TC, so
Oh.
Antarctic isn't that peaceful.
I really like Dova. I really like what he's doing.
He's walling in the middle. Let's go.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
I-
smart.
It's a good play. It's a very good play. But everybody's just letting him do it because everybody made, I would say, questionable decisions in the castle age, in my opinion. Like, green has taken yellow and grey and himself out of the game by being so aggressive. Orange did kind of the same with red, taking red and himself out by being so aggressive and not getting economy.
I wouldn't say that Asher's taken out, right? He's just sitting
Yeah,
back
but
in mass.
Ashur is far behind, and I would say without the attack of orange, Ashur could have contested the middle. The same with
True.
grey and orange, the same with grey and green and yellow. Without the attack of green, they could have contested the middle. So nobody was really able to contest the middle because of all these things going on. And now purple just has a free access to it without even the need to fight for it.
I have to leave you for 20 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm
Okay,
showing the
fine.
attack on Tifa.
No, I mean Keeper's the attack is very successful, he's just dying. So no. I'm also still not sure what I think about situations like this where the player is just relocating, but his market is unkillable. But I think it's not even that bad because it adds like another layer of strategy that if you wanna punish a person that kills somebody, which then relocated, instead of killing them, so basically letting them alive, you first have to kill the person that wasn't finished off to then be able to hurt the player that got the trade. So it adds a new dimension, I would say, which can be interesting. And yeah, Moin is exactly going for it. He's sending 4 of the trade cards. 5, only 7 trade cards. Okay, where's the rest of it, my friend? You should have 12, my friend. Okay, he's just forgetting about them. He's blocking them. So yeah, Moin.
Oh, nice stealing. Tipe made it to the corner, making it easy.
Yeah. This is helping Moin, because if Tipe now survives, then his market is undestroyable. Which means to be able to punish Moin, they first have to kill Tipe. Because then they can
so interesting, yeah.
kill the
Same
market.
with Grey, right?
Yeah. What do you think about this mechanic, basically? Like, do you think it's interesting or bad? That basically if somebody kills somebody, but doesn't completely kill them, and that lets them alive, they get rewarded for it, but also have the problem that you kill the person which probably now hates you. So you have one more person to look out for.
Because it's super annoying when you like kill someone and they're hiding villagers and you have killed them, but you want to start trade, but then they just keep running forever and you get attacked by someone else and they can never use the trade. So I like it.
I mean, I think.
But there's a problem for Sai here. If Grey resigns for some reason, his castle will kill the market.
Yeah, exactly. But this is something that you should know. You know what I mean? Like, I think it is a mistake that people shouldn't just do. So if it happens, it's like his fault.
That's in the hints, right? You said it as well earlier, I think. But
yeah. If people die, the markets can be killed, because the idea is not getting an unkillable market. The idea is that people can't be dicks and delete their market, because this is also what I don't like about relocating. If you kill somebody and you let the market alive and they relocate, then they're just like, aha, I just killed the market in my base. Got ya. And then
I think we didn't realize that last time, right? I think that happened and I thought it was a bug, but we didn't realize it was a feature.
Yeah, I was watching the VOD and you said it was a bug that the market died, and I was like, no, it's mentioned in the hints, it's mentioned at the beginning of the game even. It's
yeah, but I mean, who reads that?
I mean, it is standing in the middle of your screen for like 30 seconds at the beginning of the game, so you should realize it.
Yeah, I was casting, wasn't standing on my screen.
Yeah, I know. But for the players. And I made it this
way.
Grey
is making trade cards, which you can never remake. Why are people making trade cards out of their markets when they're not controlling them?
I mean, they're not making it. The trade cards spawn.
Ah, they spawn. Okay, they spawn automatically. Okay, I was blaming them. Would be nice if you could just make them whenever you like.
But the problem with
losing market early on is really tough, right? They can never trade now.
The problem with making, yeah, exactly. They can't never play, but this is also kind of cool, I think, because then you get punished for losing your base.
Okay, well, I guess you could argue that.
The problem, I think it would be cooler if I could make a mechanics that you can only build 12 trade cards, which is possible, but only with a dataset mod. And I wanted to make the map without a dataset mod, because dataset mods have the problem that if there's a patch, it gets outdated and then it's broken and stuff like this.
And you need to download both and like
they need to download both, and also people then forget about it and stuff like this. And it's much harder to host. People make much more mistakes when hosting, and the data mod can also just break when there's a patch. So I wanted to make it without it. For example, I know how it's possible, which I think kinda nobody else knows, to be honest, because I've never seen it used in another map than my Game of Thrones map. But it's only used, only doable with dataset mod. So I don't know if, and I don't know of any way to modify the data of the units this deeply with just the triggers in the editor. I know you can edit basically anything that you can add in a data mod in the scenario editor nowadays, but I don't know how, to be honest.
What happened to Yellow's market? Is it blocked and that's why it's not respawning?
If it's blocked, then it can't get respawned, yeah.
Probably because the villagers are taking gold there, so.
Yeah. I mean, the same is with the middle. This is kind of how Age of Empires works. If you have something spawning in and it is blocked, then it just doesn't spawn in.
But will it spawn again if he like leaves the place here?
It does, exactly. It is exactly how
so
the
eventually Antarctic's tower is gonna kill enough of the gold field so he gets the market again and his trade cards aren't idle anymore. He's not reacting to that! Come on now, you should react here anyways.
It's exactly the same for the middle. If you kill the middle and then let your units stand in the flags, then it will never spawn. But as soon as the units move out, it will spawn. Which is why I made the flags so that people know where it should spawn, and then they know not to block it. Which is
It's
also
so weird nobody has died yet. I mean, we're at 1 minute and 1 hour and 8 minutes. Antarctic has this little back base. Tipe has his rebuilding base in the left side corner. Viking Rage is not just basically in the middle of Ashur's expanding base or expanding all around him for 100 stone, I guess. Dova's also not really fighting. Oh, Dova is fighting. Dova and Sire fighting. We have a big battle here.
Dova and?
Side. Green.
Ah, okay. I see it. But to be honest, I think we had a very action-packed game, which I like.
Yeah, I mean, people kind of died, but didn't.
Oh yeah, I mean, they died, and they have disadvantages from dying because they lose their trade cards, they lose their main base, so they get punished. But yeah, people just relocated. But which is also fine. I mean, this happens in free-for-all sometimes, you know. What do you think so far of the map? I think it was not exactly played how I figured it, because we had a lot of feudal and castle age regression, which just doesn't happen normally in
yeah, but it's good. I mean, there's something fast. I like it.
But I don't think it's because of the map. I think it's because of the players that we had castle age regression. But other than that,
Antarctic is complaining why its market is gone. And why is Antarctic complaining about it? Side should be the one complaining about it.
I mean, his market is back. He deleted his trade cards, and as soon as his trade cards deleted, it respawned because his
deleted his trade cards. No,
because his trade cards were blocking the
market away, and then he sees that the market is back with the villager, and he's like, shit.
But the funny thing is,
the
market only respawned because he deleted the trade cards, because the trade cards were blocking the market.
He could have just moved them away and then he could have traded.
And it is kind of tedious to get the trade cards because you have to pull them out one by one of the spawn location. But to be honest, I think this is something he should know, because your trade cards are blocked by the trade cards that spawn in, so he knows about the mechanics.
Yeah, he wasn't paying too much attention. He's concentrated on the fight, right? And he just hit, the idle button is triggering me, so I delete, right? But it's super sad in a way. Grey had trade cards still, somehow. They didn't all die, but they are now, because they're running
just
purple.
They will always respawn as long as the spawn locations are blocked.
You get up until 12.
Exactly.
You always get them until you have 12. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought you only get 12 overall, and then you can never get trade cards. So if you get your base back, you can trade again. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, or if you sneak them out. I mean, if your enemy doesn't block it, then of course you can also just sneak them out. But
so that's how Grey hit them. Yeah. He's trying to get them back to his base, I guess.
But normally, if you take the base, you should be able to block the spawn location. I mean, it just make one like wall tile there.
So you don't really care if the trade cards spawning, really.
Yeah. But to be honest, I like that now everybody's going for the middle, because this is kind of what I wanted. I wanted that people kill each other, get trade, and then after they got trade, they be like, okay, what is the next thing that can get me ahead? The middle. And then everybody just goes for the middle or goes for another person to kill, so that you have always action. And now, I think Dova might.
Speaking about blocking the trade card access, Moit did that to Tipe here, right? Or tried. Didn't work, because it just opened the gate.
Yeah.
Was that an attempt to block it? These two walls in that gate?
I don't know how gates work. He just has to put it on the flag. Like, it's very easy. There's a flag, put it on the flag. That's it. It's not complicated. Just one palisade wall is enough.
Okay, on the flag at the front. Yeah, but now let's concentrate on the battle, as we have Viking Rage also going for Dova. Dova just not attacking anybody and sitting himself in the middle of everybody. Hey, it isn't the approach.
But Dova has gotten a lot of gold out of it by now, to be honest. I mean, 100 gold a minute. He had it basically for most time of the game. So he got a few thousands.
But it's Chinese, he doesn't have a unit to make with that gold.
I mean, he has Onager Shokunu. I think his mistake is that he has no trash units to act as a meat shield. So he will most likely lose all of the Shokunu to just skirmishers now. But yeah, but I really like what I'm seeing, that everybody's now punishing him, and everybody's going for the middle because everybody wants the juicy resources. And this is how it should be. Free-for-all should be bloody. It should have action, it should have people killing at each other and dying.
I think Moin is probably gonna get the middle. He has a lot of army around it, traps to kill it, and Orange's army got fought back here. Also no real production behind it there.
He was losing a lot of Shukunu to the skirmishers.
He needs like, a Shukunu against... Shukunu kind of good against everything from Moin making though.
Yeah, but he still lost like 30 to 40 Shukunu because he had no meat shield. So it was very pricey, and Orange is still attacking his main base. If you see,
I just found it. Green stopped. Sai stopped his attack here. Is he being attacked by the two people he kind of killed? No, not really.
I don't really know what.
Nova made a market there. Gray's trading with that.
Oh, green is getting raided by yellow. By
oh, that's why he stopped. I see. 43 conquistadors. But they're trapped. I'm going to like it, weren't really attacking, so it's. The fight's nice way around there, but they're just trying to wall him in. There's a castle shooting, now the Evan is gonna catch them. Yeah, 23 and it doesn't work. And the Rattans are down there as well.
I really don't understand why green is not killing yellow. You can just kill yellow, then trade with the market. He's not even trading with the market.
Well, he can still trade with Gray's market, right?
Is he?
But he isn't. Is he? He should.
I think he's not trading at all. His trade card is sitting there. He has one trade
card.
Want
to go with the monument?
Oh. Yeah, minus the monument. And now he gets 100 gold a minute. Okay, I want your opinion. I was thinking what number to use. And I didn't want it to be too high, because then people can just spam gold units, which I think is bad. I think you should never have enough gold to spam gold units and just have enough to have a few gold units that you then, which then are your valuable units and then supports them with trash. But also too little, you can't afford anything. So, do you think 100 gold a minute is a good value for that? Or think more or less?
I want to watch the full game before I decide. It's like the last one we won and who controls it and how many gold units we're seeing. That. But now I think it's fine. Maybe it could even be a bit higher in late game, but maybe 150 or 200 in late game. I said it could scale from 10 to 200, so that was kind of what I thought. Ooh, Tiepe is being raided by Sai. Ooh, maybe. I'm not sure if he wanted to go for Sai or wanted to find Antarctic there.
I think he was scouting. It's just light cap.
Yeah. Probably. Moin is expanding a lot towards the direction of Sai though, and has his main army there, so he's kind of gotten the middle, but not really, and now he's dying to Dova, but already looking for new targets. People really don't like to finish people here.
Yeah, and Orange is attacking Purple again, with Skirmisher and Rams, and Purple, besides Shukunu, doesn't build anything, which I think is a big mistake.
Yeah, against Skirms, obviously.
I mean, just in general, he's wasting his gold. He needs to support them.
Yeah,
but he's getting the middle back. He's getting the middle back. So, yeah, I mean, as long as there's still some gold tiles to take, so there's still like 3k gold, maybe more, maybe like 4 to 5k gold in the middle to take, as well as the monument. So maybe investing heavy into gold units might be the play even.
And Shukunu at least good against everything Moin's making. Good against sand cannons, decent against Tussa. Moin is adding skirmishers now, but the bulk of Moin's army is trying to attack Sai, who's making elephants in defense.
Yeah, and Ashur is just doing nothing.
Yeah, Ashur so sit back this game. Holy shit, this is the most Ashur gameplay ever. I mean,
and this is
he got attacked twice and now he walled up and he's playing defense.
But this is something I want to mention, yeah? I said before, I think a lot of people in free-for-all just sit back, do nothing, to not spend their resources, and this is most of the time the best strategy because you don't gain anything from killing somebody. Ashur has 8k 10k gold and has done nothing the entire game. Moin and Dover both have more gold and they were fighting the entire game. So being aggressive paid off. And I think this is kind of what I wanted, and I like that it's working.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see it like that. You should at least kill Viking, right? Take the market.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, I think.
Viking is fighting for him. He's fighting Dover, I guess.
I mean, Moin should not man. Dover should just kill him. But
Dover's complaining why he's not getting the building.
Because
still who's around right now.
He was blocking it for sure.
Look like it just died. Now he's blocking it in the middle. What? They didn't do that before though. At last respawn. No!
It's very simple rule. Nothing in this game can spawn in.
Now he got it. Now he moved it away. Okay.
It's the same with the trade card, it's the same with the market, the same with the building. So I think people should get it because they see it with the trade cards all the time.
Gray's trade is being raided by Moin. Probably just by scouting it on this trade. Let's kill it. Yo, look at that! Never leave a Grey player alive, folks. My one rule. Yo proves it once again. And now when Sai is busy, Pijo is coming back big time here with a trap. Trap Hussar would not be that effective against heavy.
Honest, Green would be in a much better position if he was trading this entire game. He hasn't used his trade.
If he just took out one of the two guys he kind of killed and were trading with them.
I think he doesn't realize
both are dark and Grey alive.
I really think he just isn't realizing that his market is spawning trade cards. Because the trade card never moved. He never even moved it in the market.
You need to move it so a new one can spawn. Oh yeah, no, he had like 8, right? He was trading with yellow before the market stopped respawning because he blocked it with the gold builds, remember? His trade cards were blocking yellow's market. That's why yellow's market didn't respawn and they deleted it. That was the whole story of Green's trade.
It is even mentioned in the hints, yeah? If you don't want any trade cards, block the flag with a palisade, wall or similar to prevent them from spawning. So people should know that if you don't move it,
yeah, but people don't read.
Yeah.
That's why we have an emote for that, right?
No. I mean, this is why I made the text at the beginning of the game, so it's like in your face and you read it passively. But yeah, maybe
people are always busy at the start of the game. It's really hard to read. The game starts, you make house, I don't have time to read now.
Yeah, but after that you will do nothing. You just send them on sheep and scout. Do you have maybe any tip how I can get people more to understand the mechanic?
No.
Okay. Good, thank you for the tip.
I had been in a lot of tournaments, people never read the handbook, so I don't expect to read it.
We have now several different fights. We have purple against orange, we have teal against green, who's fighting with, how's it, Gulam? Yeah, with Gulams against Rattanadler.
Seems valid.
Oh. They're also such a weird unit, these Gulams, in my opinion.
Especially when they're on stand court, not fighting.
Who do you think is in the best position right now?
Sure.
To be honest, yes.
Sorry, you didn't like the setback and I didn't like it either, but I think he's in good position.
I mean, he's doing nothing and everybody does work for him. And it kind of pains me because now is the first time in the game where the people doing nothing have the most gold.
I mean, Pijo isn't actually in that bad of a spot. He's gonna come back. He has his original base back, he has his market back, he has trade.
Wo Type?
Pijo. However we speak his name. The Grey player.
Oh, Grey. Okay, Grey.
I always say names. I don't like it when people say only say colors.
I think Moin and Dover should be in the best position if they played their cards better.
Dover's winning at least against Orange now. He's heavily pushing back. He added another unit to his Shukunu and the Cavalier. Another gold unit. Lightcap would probably do the same job, but
I don't understand the decision making of them. Like, why is attacking teal now green? When he knows green is behind and he's the strongest player right now. He's wasting resources killing somebody that is no threat. While Arshu was right next to him, could attack him anytime and was let alone the entire game. So I would
And
attack
Dover has
Ashford.
the middle, right? And he fought for the middle, and then he backed out and to attack another person, and he never finished Cheaper, and nobody ever finished Antarctic, which will bite Moin now, because Antarctic is going towards the direction of Moin.
I mean, either you go for the middle as Moin and keep it, or you don't even do it and just go for Ashur.
No.
But because you already have trade, I mean, you would have trade if you would get your trade cards again moving. He has 12 trade cards standing at this market. So
did somebody kill Blue's market? Why did they stop trading?
I think the market maybe died against the unit, and then he forgot to.
What is Antarctic's plan here? What is he doing with his Otter and with his Kongs? Is he looking for somewhere to expand to, or is he looking to attack more?
Maybe. I mean, I think he's just running away, to be honest. Yeah.
Is he being attacked?
Yeah, he is by Moin.
Yeah, okay, I guess. But is Moin meaning to attack him, or is he fighting green and found yellow?
Moin is just fighting everybody except Ashur.
Yeah.
Which is bad for him.
It's just so hard. Like, these people always fight everybody and don't finish anyone. What is this?
I just think, I mean, I like that they fight, but I think they don't fight for a reason. I mean, at the beginning, I liked what Moin was doing.
Well, Ashur has no reason, so he doesn't fight. It's at least more logical.
I don't understand why they don't use the benefits.
Ashur would have a reason, right? The market.
Yeah, I mean, Moin killed Tiepe, got this market, was trading with it, and now just forgot that he was trading with it before, and that he could still trade with it. So he's just wasting the benefit. He went for the middle, got the middle, and then just let it go. So every time he fights for something, he gains it and then just throws it away. You know,
Viking Rage might be the first player to be out here. 2 population left for our Viking playing the Vikings. And Nova claims the first real kill here, probably. I think Nova is going to finish this through. Right?
Where is the market? Where is... Okay, he has killed the market and is respawned. He now has to be careful. He has to not kill the market if he resigns.
Ashur is somewhat there, coming with tables. This trap shot was automatic, Nova. I don't want to provoke you. To be fair, 12 trade cards on a bad trade route are barely worth anything. I really don't know. I think it's good.
I really don't like what Dover is doing, because Dover is attacking the market, and I think Orange is resigning. And now look at the market of Orange, what's happening to it. I think this is kind of sad. Is he realizing? Oh, he realizes!
Thank you for game. He's shooting it. I think you're ahead of me a bit, because you're not having capture edge, maybe. I'm at 37 of 7, 8, 9, 10.
37, 50, 51.
It says GG, he resigns. And I can't speed up more than like maximum speed up. And he packs him up! Let's go!
Yeah, he realized it. Which is a very important thing in my opinion.
Nice! Dover! That's impressive.
But does he also realize that he could now use his trade cards? And that he has some in his base that he could use? That's the next question.
Yeah, that's the next question. That's true. Antarctic is in trouble. He's now for real being attacked. Moin is now trading with Antarctic's market, which is a longer trade route. I like it. And he's being attacked by Kongs in the back.
Yeah, by Kongs a lot.
Quite heavily, actually. He's losing a lot of pop. 180 pop only for Moin. He's also not producing anything, to be fair, but that's big mill slaughter here in Moin's base. I actually could speed up more. I don't know how I got behind, but I guess I'm going to live now.
Okay, then I also go to live.
Maybe go like 5 seconds behind live, because the game is always like 5-6 seconds faster than
I'm already live.
Yeah, maybe pause for 5 seconds and then we should be at the same time. Because capture is always like a few seconds behind the game.
I'm at 1 hour 39, 57, 58, 59, 40, 1, 2, 3.
I'm getting there.
Okay,
that's good.
Dover is now walling in the base and with that the market, which I think is a very good play.
Nice.
And he starts to trade. Does he realize that he has to pull them out? Okay, he's only trading with 1 card.
Can you gather point the market or can't you?
No, you can't. It's like you can't do stuff like this. What I could do, but I'm not sure if that would be improvement or something negative. I could make it that after they spawn, they run away to make place for the next one.
Oh boy. The one rule I have to, sorry for interrupting, but I have to really stress that you should never let a grey player...
The gay player?
Yes.
Yeah,
now I can't finish the sentence anymore. God damn it. But definitely, Sai not finishing up Pico was a bad decision.
It was very bad.
And Sai dies. GG, well played, Gold. And great comeback here by our great Italian player.
I also think Sai had it and then threw it away.
Yes.
Like, he was never trading, never using.
I don't have to breed. I'm happy. So it's a tactic. I mean, he was trading. He was trading until he blocked the market and until he just trade cards. He was trading for a bit.
No,
he actually has trade for a bit. What? No. That was Sai. That whole thing was Sai.
Moin has realized finally. Moin is moving his trade
profit. Okay.
Moin is finally moving his trade card.
I said that he was trading with yellow earlier.
Oh.
I said that.
Moin?
The Quocasts are not listening to me. Yes. Once he started killing Antarctic, he started killing with Antarctic's market. But oh no, Antarctic is still alive. Never mind.
I mean, I think that I saw his trade card standing at his market for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. I mean, maybe he missed something.
No.
And now Gray's killing
10 minutes ago,
so
he started. He is, and he also did not kill Green's market, so he will be able to trade with that as well. Right now he's still trading with the outside market of Duva, just also trade, I guess. But kind of a live trade, actually.
Wait, why is...
But I guess the live trading in this mode is fine.
This is... Purple has built a market for him to trade with?
Yeah, looks like it.
Man, I mean, yeah.
I mean, he's also trading with it himself. It's very inefficient because all his trade is going around.
I'm not a fan of a live trading, but I can't really do anything against it.
I mean, at least the mod nerfs it a bit, I guess, right? Because it only gives you 12 cards.
I originally had the idea that markets shoot arrows as long as players are alive to prevent alive trading. But then in a situation like with Tipe where he relocates and you couldn't trade with the market, so there was not really...
Asho also traded with Red early game while he was alive. Yeah, but that was trade stealing. There was clearly not... at that point there was trade stealing. It did, like after they made Cruz, he didn't trade with him, right? So
what's the market of Green? Gray is killing the market with his Hassas. He was not making...
Well, he doesn't need it as long as people are giving him trade, I guess.
But we still have a very weird situation, I think. Like, Moin is still going to the left, to Tipe. The same as for Grey. And Ashu was just chilling the entire game, doing nothing.
And Antarctic is almost dead, and there's a castle and a lot of troops on Antarctic's market. Moin might kill Antarctic's market by mistake here as well.
He will for sure, because he will not delete the castle, I can tell you. Yellow deleted the market, okay.
It will help as long as it's blocked. Antarctic is trying to delete the market.
Yeah, I think he's trying to let the Hassas walk on the spot.
He should just resign if he doesn't want him to have trade.
I think he's...
Yes, if he resigns while all the hoods are around, chances are that Moin doesn't realize. But now he's doing this, so Moin is actively realizing it. So now he can't resign if he doesn't want him to have trade.
Okay, what is the situation of gold? Let's see. Ashu has 11k, Dova has 11k, which I like, because he's controlling the middle, so it works that you get something out of it. And he's trading. No. I still think that it's kind of weird that nobody is doing something with Ashu, and that Ashu is also not doing anything. I mean, Ashu could have... Ashu was not even trading with Orange's market, because he just let Dova get it.
Right?
Yeah, because but he could just take it, you know what I mean? Like, just walk in, I mean, yeah, kind of too late.
It's pretty defend it, right? He could also kill it. He doesn't want Dova to trade, which he probably doesn't want.
I mean, killing it
no, he's doing something! He is doing something! He cut it open! There was a tree!
He's walking in with trade cards!
Go.
He's like
so smart! I like it.
He's trade stealing! Oh man, I can't
But this time from a dead player's market, you know, he can play, not even Kaku.
Yeah, I know, but like...
I like it.
Like
It's good.
he could just fight for the market to drive Dova away. Instead, he's like, nah, I'm chilling.
Well, if
I'm
you
doing
fight for the market, you might kill it because it will be
Yeah, I
in the
know.
fight, right? So,
And
or your
to be
opponent
honest,
might kill it because he has troops there, then, right?
and nobody's attacking him, so I think he just wants to keep a low profile.
Mhm.
Like, the thing is, he's doing exactly the kind of playstyle that I wanted to prevent with this map.
Yeah, that I know. He's doing,
he's-
but that's the Ashwa. That's if Ashwa's tryharding, he's playing like this, right?
But it's
And it's-
boring. Like, also so
to be
boring to
fair,
play like
it's-
because you don't do anything.
Oh,
Like, you're just sitting there doing nothing.
yeah, I know. That's why I don't play like it. But
I mean, I still like the fact that he's not having the most gold. So it should not be the best playstyle.
yeah,
of this
Dova
map.
has more, true. Yeah, it's like the middle is kind of giving him stuff.
And to
Pico
trade as well.
is now heavily attacking Teepe. I wanted to say as well, but I guess
was
Moin
doing
is
it
more
for-
focused on taking Antarctic out right now.
He was attacking him for quite some time, which I like because nobody wants to see a Teepe one, let's be honest.
Yoshimitsu, thank you for the follow.
I mean, we
Yeah, fully
both know
agreed.
Teepe just wants to get his like wonder up. So I like that people are attacking him before.
Yeah,
there's,
people are
like,
not letting him, right? No, like Moin knows Teepe, right? Moin is a regular
Yeah.
by now, so he knows what he's
But he also
doing.
knows
But Pico is like, I think I'm seeing him the first time, right? It's
But
really
doesn't he
legends,
also
right?
know? Doesn't he also know Asho? So like, I think it's still weird that he let him alone in this entire game.
True. But
I mean,
Asho hasn't
Asho
been
has-
playing that much since Moin is
Uh,
very active.
but Asho has 82,000 wood and 77,000 food. It's still less than Moin.
Dova is a lot of food and wood as well, right?
Dova is.
All
insane,
these
like,
lumber camps, holy shit.
Dova
How
is
many
playing
lumber
well.
camps does he have there? I mean, you could delete some.
How
This
has
is
he
also
managed-
about 42 lumber camps.
I think it's more
He's
impressive.
even cutting
that he
wood in
managed-
great space.
Yeah, I think it's more impressive that Dova has managed to cut away the entire wood in the back of his base. Like,
That's what I'm talking about, right? With all the lumber camps.
yeah, like that's impressive. That's a lot of woodcutters.
Oh no, Ashwa's trade cards are getting stuck.
But I mean, there's still more than enough wood on the maps that he will not run out. I think.
What's happening to Antarctic? We have 6 pop. Where are they?
I see one villager right next to the trebuchets attacking it.
He's still trying to delete the market. The
the
market's
other
being
dude-
attacked by siege elephants. But Antarctic, like, he wants to kill it, so he resigns. But how is it
He
actually?
has-
Does the market keep you alive or not?
No, because when you kill it, it's. I'm not even sure, to be honest.
If
Is
the
a
market is the
build-
last building, is that the way around it?
Is this the point? Because if a building dies, it has a dying animation. Does it count as dead in the animation or after it finishes? That's something I don't know. Because if
Because
it's
if
dead,
the market is the last thing you have, you delete it, you're dead, and then it doesn't respawn, then it kind of defeats the purpose, right?
Furious. But I think it's
This
impossible.
might happen here,
to-
because the one villager died, I don't know where the others are.
It's just impossible to have it as the
Where's
last.
Antarctic?
thing.
Okay, Antarctic is still alive, he's rebuilding a TC in the top corner.
It's also kind of impossible
Oh,
to
he
have
made
it
it there.
as like the last thing if the trade cards are not blocked, because on the trade cards probably spawns before it, before you delete it.
Yeah,
Okay,
but there should be a way
Moin's
for people to get... I think you can probably do a trigger that if somebody has nothing but markets and trade cards, then the player is defeated. I think that might be smart.
Maybe. But I don't think. I'm not. I have to think about if it is possible, to be honest. We have also Moin now wading Grey, while Grey is killing Teepe, which I really dislike because this means that probably if
I mean, you said it's scouting a lot of times, right? I would say
yeah,
it's
I mean,
scouting.
yeah, it's scouting, to be honest, yeah. But it was intention, you know, like if he now moves his army for the scouting squad, as long as he doesn't overreact, it's fine. But if he
Is this
overreacts, then he might.
closed? Sorry, I'm looking at Antarctic. No! Hole in the wall! Hole in the wall! Antarctic found the reboot at the top corner of Antarctic.
He got punished. But I like it because I mean people should die at some point.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm focusing on this right now because I want to know what happens to the market if Antarctic resigns.
By the way, Dover has found the hole in his wall with which Archer was trading and fixed it.
Oh, TP disconnected.
Really?
No! God damn it, TP your PC. Yeah, really, he's dead. I mean, you were dying anyways, probably to gray hair. I mean, he has
no
res.
production.
I mean, he could have. Yeah, but no production. Yeah.
This is a typical type. He has resources, but no production, and no units. Like it is more than possible to defend that, but he's not making anything but bomberkins, or was not making anything but bomberkins. But now we kind of down to
3 layers army there. Where's the army? I mean, maybe it died now. But...
He had a few bombardiers at the right, but that's it. Not really any halberdiers, or I mean like 10 halberdiers. That's not an army. But now we kind of down to the last 4 people, and to be honest, this is probably one of the longer games I saw on the map. I mean, when I played the map, it was finished normally around about 2 hours in-game time. So
yeah, thanks for winning the raffle, man.
So basically the time that we are right now. But I think because we had such a weird early game, the game was kind of slowed down, you know what I mean? Because
yeah, that's true.
The more people fight in Castle Age, the less booms there are, the less deadly fights we have.
And I guess it wasn't scouting by Moin, but it is now at least not anymore. This TP disconnected, there's no reason not to attack, I guess. I mean, there would be 2 reasons that Dover and Asho are in better positions, but well...
Kill Asho or take the middle. Why you take Grey now? You get
it's on the other side of the world, mate.
And the funniest thing is, he even goes around the middle to attack him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
And he knows about the monument, right? He was fighting for it earlier.
Oh god. One Hussar of Moin is attacking the market of Tiepe. One Hussar.
Market of Tiepe. Oh, that's the one he's actually using right now? What is he trading with right now?
I think he's trading with the market of yellow, but yellow... Nice. He's not trading at all, to be honest. His cards are just standing there.
Hold the line, my mills. It's Antarctic, but there's skirmishers now, so they will only hold the line for a bit of time. And I will have to play Observer for a bit, and you will have to be the only caster because my headset is running low.
Okay.
And I could cast alone without voice, but I wouldn't hear you. So the other option is you just cast for 5 minutes instead.
So we are now seeing a fight between Moin and Pijo, which is such a big mistake in my opinion. Because he's just losing resources, he's not really even using
When I'm not gone yet, I will let you know when I'm gone.
Okay.
You don't have to go to single caster mode yet, but in a few seconds.
He will sooner or later lose both markets he's trading with, because this one Hussar is killing the market of Tiepe, and his castle and the elephants will kill the market of Yellow.
Why does he even have siege elephants there? Suicide. Now it's killing the TC, now the Wills is soon dead by Antarctic, and then... I hope my headset holds as long enough till we find out what happens with Antarctic's market, because I really want to know that.
I think Moin is a player that tunnel visions. It feels to me like he's a player that is not...
Now he's killing everything of Antarctic. And now the market dies. No, he tries to delete the market. Antarctic is dead. Antarctic is dead. The market is still alive. Okay, so it worked. It worked so far.
But the castle is firing.
The siege elephants are gone, at least, on stand ground. Yeah, he needs to delete the castle.
As well as the one Hussar that's still attacking the market of Tiepe. Like, he will lose both markets he's trading with, as well as not getting anything. Like, yeah, he doesn't have the middle, then he won't have trade. And fighting Grey gives him nothing, it's completely useless. He should just go for the middle and hope that Grey also takes the middle. And then, or go for Ashur. Or tell Grey to attack purple because he has the middle.
I think he's going for Ashur right now with 4 skirms. 6, 5, 6 skirms. Strong attack.
I think Ashur's very scared. 4 skirms, I mean.
And it's like super weird, right? You knock at the door, tell them, yeah, bring your military over, get ready. And he has some hussars waiting there, I guess. It's also not too impressive.
Oh, gotcha.
Buckets are still both dying. I have them both selected on the bottom left. Otters convert. Tifa's Victoria, not worry about the trade. Ooh, Hindustanis have redemption, yeah. Italians have redemption as well, so both of them could go for the Victorias. Nobody really did.
Yeah, but Tifa always gets heresy.
Heresy? Ah, yeah, true. Well, you had offered Antarctic market earlier. Victoria earlier.
Okay, Otter, I have to mention one thing. Moin has built, I don't know how this is called in English, this building that makes your trade units faster.
Caravanserai. Oh yeah, true. For the trade when they invested into a trade route.
Yeah, but to the market that he's killing with his castle.
Well, it's killing both the markets.
Yeah, and this is the funny thing, like, he set up the infrastructure, but it's not realizing that he's killing it.
Yeah, he doesn't realize the castle's there. He even moved the elephants away. How can you not realize the castle there?
I mean, the castle is small, you can sometimes just don't see it, you know?
Tiny building, yeah.
And he's still attacking Grey, and I think this is the biggest mistake he did in the entire game. Because he gets nothing from it. Grey is his ally in this game now, because Grey should also want to attack Purple to get the middle. And then they can 2v1 Purple, or he can be like, hey Grey, do you want the middle? How about we take the middle together, then fake attacking the middle, one away.
Then go partial in the meantime, yeah. That would be smart.
Because at the moment he's just wasting his gold. I mean...
Which market is dying quicker, by the way? Yellows, right?
I think the yellow one, yeah, because of Castle Fire. I mean, the markets also have more HP than normal. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that before, but the markets that respawn have like, I think, 2000 extra HP. Or 3000 extra HP even, okay.
Yeah, it has 5k 5 and 5k 1.
So
architecture difference probably.
So it's like not that easy to kill with like 30 hussars like a market normally is. So that even after a player died, it is not that easy to kill the market of a player, but it's still possible. Because, you know, sometimes you just look away, there are like 20 hussars and the market is gone, which is very annoying. So it's still halt killable, but not super easy as it normally is.
I think Bijou will try to convert the Victoria, because he still has 2 traps working away on the combat towers and stuff, probably.
I mean,
the combat towers are between it. It's even hard, even if they would have heresy. It probably does.
Who do you think
know.
Wins this game? Who do you think wins this game?
It's still Ashbur.
I mean, have we seen Dova take good fights? Not really, right?
Not good enough that he can win against Ashbur, I think.
I mean, Dova is in a much better position in my opinion, but it feels like he plays worse, to be honest.
He has 16k gold, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, he's doing great on the economy side of things.
Oh. He is in the best position of all players by far.
Air and Arctics, 2G.
He has weird army compositions and weird army decisions, I would say.
I mean, his army comp is just right now the full gold army of Chinese.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the full Chinese gold army is Shukunu and Cavalier. We're questioning if you should go for gold army, even though he is 60k,
I mean,
but
with 16K
it's the strongest
gold,
full army gold comp they have.
But he had very weird control. He was fighting skirmishers with Shukunu. Like, not using any meat shield, not any cavalier, not any halberdiers. He was a
He's also in the middle, so the likeliest 2v1 that's gonna happen here, especially if Moin takes out Pijo,
but it's not a problem because he can just
against Dova.
Yeah, true. As soon as somebody goes to the middle, just give it up. Like, you don't need it. You have enough gold.
Another move Dova could do for map control is kill Pijo and get his corner. And also secure the trade by that.
I mean, does he see that Teal is fighting Grey? Because if he sees it, kill Asho.
Yellow's market died, by the way.
Yellow's market
died. Cats are going home. Blue's market. Oh, the Hussar! He noticed the Hussar. He saw one market dying and then he realized, I know what killed the other.
Exactly. he realized, wait,
and he made caravans right towards that one now, so yeah. Hello? Oh, my headset died.
So it's a natural decision for Grey to attack him. So he's just also doing like everything wrong. I think if you just let Teal alone, then Teal will attack Grey, he's fine, and he can kill Ashur. But now Teal will attack him, and Grey sooner or later will probably also attack him because he's the closest to him, and Ashur's natural attack paths would also either be purple or teal. So despite the fact that I said before, like, purple is in the best position, I also think what I said before, that he makes very bad decisions, is kind of shining through, because now he has the attention of every player on him, and I don't want to end up in a 3v1, even in his good position. But he's adding more halberdiers, which I like, so he's adding some trash to preserve his gold, which is a good decision. Other than that, I mean, I don't know what Otter's seeing right now. We also see some units still in front of Archer's base, probably just scouting, so in case he moves out, he realizes it soon enough. And Grey is just recovering, making a lot of hussars. Grey has no gold at all, but Grey is trading with what is he trading? Huh? Oh, he's still trading with the market of purple. I really don't understand why purple has this market. Like, he's giving Grey gold for free. But maybe this is the point. Maybe they were talking before, and he's kind of sure that Grey will not attack him because it's the only gold income that Grey has. If this is the thinking behind it, then this is a smart decision, because then he's basically saying, okay, I give him gold, but by giving him gold, I know that I will never get attacked by him. And then going for teal is even viable, I think, because he will know that he will not end up in a 2v1. I still think it's a bad decision. I would still go first for Ashur, because if I see that teal and Grey are fighting, then you know that teal will lose resources and Grey will lose resources, and in the end you have to kill both. So killing Ashur.
Well, mainly purple and teal are fighting right now, right?
Yeah, purple and teal fighting, I said, because purple attacked teal for no reason. And then teal was like, wait, I'm getting attacked, so I'm gonna stop attacking Grey and instead attack purple. Which makes no sense, because this way purple saved Grey and got himself in a worse position.
I'm still mainly muted to have no double sound, so just keep going. I'm just doing the cameraman here. And
I think Ashur will might really win this game just because of decisions of the other player, which is like the most boring way to win, and exactly the kind of wins that I wanted to prevent with this map. I mean, yeah, I can't force people to attack the AFK player, so we will see. Maybe purple will realize at some point that fighting with teal
big
is
raid
not
by Grey on teal.
Hey, what?
Pico is raiding Moin quite hard right now.
Oh, I mean, okay, makes sense, because he was fighting teal all the time before. I think Grey and purple have some form of alliance, because purple lets the market stand there for Grey the entire time, and I think the thinking behind this is that by giving him the trade, Grey will not attack him, and this way he kinda has an ally. Which means they're kinda differing, to be honest. But
and purple and red as well, right? I mean, they're sharing orange's market.
But purple doesn't want to share the market with red, because purple has rewalled several times to prevent the cards from getting in, and is chasing them with cavaliers. So he doesn't want to give red the market. It's not an active decision like this with Grey. Not gonna lie, I think Moin would have won this game if he played smarter. I think Moin is in a terrible position now. And it's only because he just randomly attacked everybody, like for no reason. There was no strategy behind the things that he were doing, he was just attacking. It is kinda sad to see, but also good to see, because it kinda means that whoever plays well and good strategically in the end is in a better position. Which is how it should be.
Somebody could also really make wonder at some point. Ashur could probably even defend it.
I mean, Ashur, yeah, if he makes a wonder in the corner, I think Ashur will make a wonder in the corner.
Oh yes, 43 wills are standing there. He's about to make it. Yeah. He's about to make it 50 wills.
And all of these wills were farmers, which means they're not there on accident, they were moved there. If they were wood choppers, they would be on accident, but they were actively moved there.
No, this is totally deliberate. He's ready to make a wonder. Britons get Trademark Crane, so you can probably counter wonder if somebody else does it as well. And Dash is just waiting for the wonder victory here. Until everybody else weak enough. He's probably waiting until somebody else dies.
Yeah, probably. And he's also in a very good choke point, because the woodlines and the hills are in this corner. I think it's very hard to defend after the player got over the hill, because then you're getting attacked downhill. But until, it's very easy to defend, because then you can have like a castle on the hill like he has. So it's also in a very good defensive position.
He could even go for cannon gains in that lake next to the castle.
Yeah, he could. By the way, this lake was much bigger before, and I made it smaller. He just killed all of his wills, so it was not. His wills were not for wonder. He deleted all his wills in the corner.
I think you're ahead of me again. He's moving. Okay, now he killed them for me.
Okay. Okay, so we were talking about, yeah, he's gonna make a wonder, he's attacking Moin. He finally made a move.
Oh boy. Big move though. Yeah, I think he realizes I need to kill someone before I make the wonder, and I need the pop space for the attack.
And it's exactly what I said before. Moin is in a terrible position right now because of his decisions. He could have killed Ashur a long time ago. He had no reason to attack Grey. He had no reason to attack Blue. He could have let Grey fight with Yellow and Blue for the entirety of the game. He could have taken the middle if he wanted. He could have killed Ashur. And now all of his bad decisions are coming back to haunt him. Which I really like, because I think it's good when strategy matters in the game. Oh.
He's also losing his trade now instantly. It's a really smart back angle by Ashur.
My money would probably still be on purple, to be honest. I think purple is such a great position. But if he gets 2v1, then he dies. And then Ashur will probably win the 1v1 with Grey. So
I mean, if Moin dies here, then it's very likely Dova gets 2v1, right? Because in the middle of the other two.
This is a question, because Grey is trading with him the entire time. So I think everything depends on what Grey will do. I think the entire game will be decided by the decision of Grey after Moin dies. By the way, there's another Hussar at the Market of Teeple, as well as the town center shooting at it. So the Market of Teeple will die. he has villagers in his town center. I think that he got raided and then got them in the town center and forgot to take them out.
Oh no! Rip.
Oh, with Market, exactly. Yeah, Moin has thrown the game very hard. Kinda sad to see, but also not sad. I think it's good when people get punished for bad strategic decisions, and I mean, this is how the game should end out. Ashur is pushing slower than expected, in my opinion. He has a lot of resources, but his army is not really showing it. He's making some forward barracks, which is a good decision, adding some champions to be able to fight the Hussars. I don't think champions is a good decision. I think halberdiers would be better. Maybe a few champions for the skirmishers, and that's it. Because halberdiers are obviously better against Hussars, and then he would also not waste his gold, because he has no income of gold at all. So Ashur is just living off his bank, and if it's empty, it's empty. And he's dropping heavily in gold. When he started this attack, he was at 12,000 gold, and now he's at 9,000. So he already spent like 1/4 of his gold bank. So now he's also running in some trebuchets, which will most likely they are able to survive. So Ashur finally doing something. If he secures the market, it's a good play. If he kills the market, he has enough halberdiers to defend it. Oh, his own onagers are killing now his trebuchets while he's attacking the Hussars. That's kind of sad to see. Moin is holding quite well, to be honest. I mean, he's making the right units, like Skirmisher and Cuff Archer, doing pretty well against everything that Archer has. Longbows, of course, not very good against Skirmisher. Halberdiers, not good against Cuff Archer and Skirmisher. Champions, not good against Cuff Archer. So, Moin has a good unit composition. And Archer has dropped heavily in gold. I think Archer should stop making so many trebuchets and so many halberdiers. I mean champions. Instead, add more. Yeah, exactly. Add more light cav, add more halberdiers. That's the right call. Light cav is a fantastic counter against skirmisher. And then maybe add some rams. He's now down to 5,000 gold. He started with 12,000. Moin is at 4,500. So they're getting very, very close to each other. And if it continues like this, then Moin would win the fight because he's making much better trades efficiency-wise, but Grey is now waiting him, which means Moin is in a 1v2, and Moin is also going forward with a lot of pikemen. Do Italians not get halberdier?
Italians don't get halberdier indeed. I'm back, by the way, my headset's loaded.
Italians don't get halberdier since when? Never?
Ever, always, yeah.
I knew that. I thought Italian had a very good tech tree. Okay, Moin. I think Moin would win the 1v1 with Archer because he's trading much more efficient. Like, he lost like 2,000 gold, I think, or so, and Archer lost like nearly 8k by now.
How? How do you do that with Britons? Man, Britons are so cheap. Okay,
because he's making only longbows. He's making like 20 trebuchets.
Making some helps as well, but it's making a lot of champs, I guess. Yeah.
Champions are, I think, you should never make champions in this situation. I think light cap is much better, because the only thing the champions are good at in this composition is the skirmishers, and then just make light cap. You know what I mean? But yes, Moin will still lose because Moin is getting attacked from both sides, and getting 2v1 is not always such a big problem if you are able to fight the players at a close position. But if they're at exact opposite directions, it's super hard because then you have to split up your army all the time and you have to split them very evenly in both directions. That's super hard.
He's down to 100 pop now. I lost his trade. By the way, Ashura also lost his trade. I think Dova finally managed to wall it out completely.
I said before, Ashura lost his trade long ago because Dova was always walling again, so that he can't trade. So Dova was never letting him trade. He was always trying to re-wall, and then Ashura was cutting again, and then re-walling, cutting.
Do you think Dova could go for Wonder on his Lumbercamp spot, maybe? But it's like Gray's kind of too close.
To be honest, nah. I think he's far too open. He's far too open for Wonder, in my opinion. He would need to add so many walls and castles to make it.
Yeah, that's why I said it would be attractive for him to kill Gray to get the corner, because I think then he has a Wonder option.
I mean, the problem is, as soon as Moin dies, Archer will attack him. And as said, if Grey attacks him, he loses. But it would be a bad decision for Grey to attack him, because then Grey also loses. Against Red afterwards, probably.
Archer could get in a very nice position on relics. He has 4 in the bank, and there's another 5 in Moin space. He gets 4 of that, he has 9 relics. And that's like, then you can ignore trade and like stuff like
Archer
that.
Is 9 relics is pretty good. Archer has only 3,000 gold left. He started with 12,000, and Purple has 20k.
Yeah, but if he gets 9 relics, then he should have enough to keep playing longbow.
Yeah, probably. I mean, as said, I think Purple should win this if Grey plays it white, which kind of sounds weird because then Grey still loses. But Grey should, but Grey should never go into a 2v1 against Purple, at least not right away.
I mean, Purple is 20k gold. That's a reason to 2v1 him. He had the monument forever.
If he attacks him 2v1 from the beginning, then they will kill him too fast. He should wait until...
Oh, not sneaky enough. Dova is attacking Ashura.
Nice. I liked it.
In the south and in the middle.
That's good. And this is the right decision. That's exactly what he should do. It's exactly what Dova should do, because while Moin is still alive, but not resigned, Grey will still go for Moin. And while Grey will still go for Moin, he can 1v1 him. And if he finishes him before Moin dies, then he can then 1v1 Grey after. Because what like Grey has to do, Grey has to kill Moin, and then he has to kill Moin so fast that Ashur can focus his entire attention on purple. And then he has to wait until Dova has killed a little bit of Ashur's base, like maybe 40%, so that Ashur has lost enough infrastructure and resources that he can kill him 1v1 after, and then attack Dova so that he then can run into his base and basically swing the war so that then they win the 2v1. And then after they win the 2v1, he's in a stronger position than Red because Red got so much damage from purple. This is how they have to play. So I really like it because Dova's doing everything right now. Ashur is doing it wrong because Ashur should not keep attacking purple. I mean teal. Ashur should really stop attacking teal and instead fight Dova and hope that Grey can finish Moin very fast. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect for Ashur. And if Ashur now
and
fights
I think he
Dova,
might have tried, and they had heresy, or he's just killing this to trade with this market. So that's his own market. He's trading with the other side. One calls the GG though. That's great news for Ashur.
That's great news for Ashur's. But I still think Grey should not yet attack purple. I think Grey has still to wait a bit until Ashur has traded all of his gold, nearly all of his gold away. It's hard to tell. Moin is pushing very hard. It might even already be enough damage.
You only has 2 trade cards left? What happened? Why is he only 2 on gold?
Okay, I think Grey has to attack probably now purple. I think now is the time where Ashur has taken enough damage.
Ashur's still pop though. I think you could wait a bit.
Yeah, but Ashur has only 3000 gold and Ashur will lose a lot of gold units right now in this fight. Because
I mean, Grey would need to scout to know any of that. He has. I think he's retreating his forces for Moin after Moin called GG.
Okay.
G to the G Moin, by the way. We questioned your strategical decisions a bit, attacking in our opinion, the wrong players.
I have the
Why did the markets die? Because you had a castle on one of them and a Hussar attacking the other.
Yeah, exactly. You were killing
and
all
your
the markets.
TC killed it in the end. The markets don't respawn anymore after the players are dead. So they was very adamant that it gets shown at the start of the game and it's in the hints. And he said it before.
I said it like multiple times in stream as well, yeah. So you guys knew it. Like it is the mechanic of the game. That if you kill somebody, you get their market. Guaranteed, so you can trade with it. But people can still punish you by sniping the market. So you still have to protect the market and don't have an unkillable market forever.
And you sniped Yellow's market after he died yourselves with your castle. You were about to kill Blue's market with your own Hussar. We thought we realized and drove it away.
I have to know.
But then your TC killed it.
I really love Grey because I wanted to say like 2 minutes ago while we were talking, the best decision Grey would have now is attack the middle and not attack purple. Because then he would get the middle, get enough gold to kill Ashur, and still would not killing 2v1 purple right now and can wait a bit. And he's doing exactly that. He's going for the middle. He will probably take over the monument, and then we can like wait a few minutes until he feels confident that Ashur has basically can't win alone, and then he can attack purple. Or if he sees purple dying, he can then attack red. So he's doing everything right now. I really like what Grey is doing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, let's see if he settles for the monument to defend it.
He should.
Or if he goes further. Here comes Ashur also going for the monument, but that army is too small.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I think it's very hard to tell who will win between Ashur and Dova, because Dova should win because he has 20k gold and Ashur has nothing.
Yeah, but Britons have the better army.
No, not because they have a better army. I first think the army control of Dova is very questionable. I think this is my main problem. Dova doesn't.
I think it's also easier for the Britons, but yeah.
I don't.
It's always the player, not only the civ.
It's mainly the player because, for example, Dova was fighting the long boss of Shukunu, and he should have won this fight because he had much more Shukunu, but he didn't have his Shukunu on stand ground and instead of on like attack stance, which is why all of the Shukunu were spreading out and were attacking a lot of buildings instead of the long boss. So like simple mistakes like, oh god, Arsho got the monument with this.
Arsho got the monument. Sorry for the capture being that choppy right now, guys. I don't know why. It's probably just a lot in this game in the big map. But no, oh, middle.
I really don't like the decision of Dova defending the middle. He has more than enough gold. He should focus on killing Arsho, because the faster he kills Arsho, the more gold he has left to kill Grey. So he should just focus on killing Arsho as fast as possible, and then have like 10k gold left, and then he has.
Looks like Grey's gather point is still like from the attack on Moin, and they're going all around to attack there.
I said Dovat makes very questionable decisions. Like, why are you defending the middle? Like, let the middle go. You don't need it. You have 20k gold. You need to kill Arsho. The faster you kill Arsho, the less gold you waste, and the less gold you waste, the more gold you have left to then kill Grey.
Yeah, I think he feels just like Grey isn't only going for the middle, but it's a 2v1, and he's. But even then, it's kind of probably always a smarter decision to try to finish one opponent.
Exactly.
Instead of like fighting both forever. Right?
I mean, even like, if Grey would now get the middle for 10 minutes, he gets 1k gold. Purple has 20k gold.
I mean, Dova has no clue Arsho is out of a gold bank, right? He sees a lot of gold units attacking him back after his initial attack, so
much more.
You might assume that Arsho is way stronger than he is, right?
But this is much more of a reason to focus on him. Like, if you think he's stronger, you should even more focus on him. Oh, the Shukunus are... Shukunus are under...
Funny thing is, Pew is still letting Arsho steal his wood. Still letting Dova steal his wood. Oh, he's fighting... He's going for the monuments now? No, he's killing a lumber camp? He has a trap in his house. You want to cast a fight for one?
Oh, that's fine. I mean, the fight between Purple and Red is going in the favor of Red, but this is mainly because Purple has like 60 halberdiers in the middle, which he shouldn't. If he would just move all of his units, which he is doing now, he's moving his units down to the fight to Arsho, he could probably bring it back. But he needs something against the onagers. I think he should add some Cavalier or Light Cap.
He has Light Cap, but they're trickling in one by one, right? I think he needs to mass a group of 20 and go snipe stuff.
Arsho's halberdier count is not that great. And he has enough Shukunu to just kill the halberdiers, so adding Cavalier or Light Cap would be a good decision, especially because longbows are not that good at killing like 30 Cavalier, for example. And then I think he could just overwhelm it. He's making good progress.
Yeah, maybe in Cavalier.
He should add siege ramps. Siege ramps. I mean, it is Britons. Just add siege ramps. It's so.
Arsho has some champions who probably make more than Britons don't like to siege ramp that hard, as people say. But yeah, he is adding you. I mean, there's a siege ramp, right?
There's one siege ramp. You should add more, and
could be a few more.
Shukunu are dying. Shukunus are dying too fast, and they're not doing something. You see the Shukunus, a lot of them are just standing down there, not even in range. So he's taking very bad fights. He's not controlling his army, while all of the units of Arsho are fighting. And now he's just making a lemming train, which he thankfully realized. So he's now retreating.
Lemming train. Oh, that's a nice wording for trickling in units. I like.
You never hit bird?
No,
it's super common. It's a very well-known term in RTS games by my experience. I saw it a lot in like casters of StarCraft and stuff like that. Okay,
well, I have not heard it from AoE casters.
Okay, I mean, I hit it in some StarCraft 2 cast like years ago. I don't know, very long time ago.
It's a good wording that says why you shouldn't trickle units. Lemming train, I like it.
And he's doing the right decision of retreating. He has pulled back his Shukunu, waited until he got more, and now he has like 60 Shukunu. Light Cav, even an Onager. Onager could be great because the longbows are it's said to get killed. Longbows are very
if Arsho's paying attention, Onagers only work in a number of 10 or something for the retreat. Otherwise, you can snipe them. Moin is saying I lack some experience in these long free falls games. I didn't know how to win, I guess, when ahead and then got annoyed getting 2v1. Main thing, finish people.
I mean. Grace,
and like, don't attack the guy on the complete other side of the map, but like, you had an attack on Arsho that carried through. You always kill Tipa after that.
His position is getting very bad. He is still not adding the right units. He is only adding Shukunus, and I think against so many longbows he needs something else. I like that he has light cap,
just to
but
finish
he's
it,
not-
Moin, I think watching the cast back would really help you on that, because we were
for sure,
during the cast discussing your discussions a lot, so I would recommend watching through the VOD, and like we're talking basically about all your decisions
Mistakes,
that we thought was questionable.
And Purple is now making a very big mistake. He's fighting at 2 different locations, but not at once. So always when he's fighting at the right side, his army at the left side is not fighting. When he's fighting on the left side, his army on the right side is not fighting. So he should really move his armies at the same time, and then it would be a very good attack, because then he would get them into a pincer. But right now again, he's running in with like 40 light cap, which is
22 APM, Moin has 47, Ashur has 27.
Okay. I think he's pushing back Ashur, but he's still fighting very bad, because like 80 Shukunu are behind the wall.
Oh yeah, they're stuck in the wall, man. Oh boy.
It's very bad, because if he would now push with the light cap and the Shukunu, it would be game over. Ashur would be dead, because Ashur has no gold. He can't rebuild the longbow, but he now wasted all of the light cap and didn't kill the longbow. If he would have moved the Shukunu before he went in with the light cap, now all longbows would be dead. So this is what I said before. The army control of Purple is not very good, sadly.
Purple is not clicking enough, is what Sylne4r is saying. His mind says maybe he clicks too much and should think a bit more, is I guess the rest of that sentence. Sometimes it's good to just like take a step back, don't micro, and just think about the situation for 10 seconds or something.
I don't know if
it's something that I got teach.
It's just like he doesn't micro his army together. Like if you attack from the right side, you have to sync it up, you know what I mean? Like, don't just run in. Let them run in so that the timing when they arrive at the army's enemy is at the same. So
he just said, this is how you repay me, Gray. So he did intentionally give him a market. Nah, that's the reason why he shouldn't do that.
And this is also why I said before, if he wouldn't have had all the army in the middle and instead at the fight with Ashur, he might have been able to kill him. And the funny thing is, Dover has still more than enough resources to fight. He's lacking the production. He has 180 of 285 pop. But he has
stuff in the queue, but it's Lemming training right now.
Exactly, and he has 200k food, 150k wood, and 11k gold. He has to take all his villagers and build production. You don't need farmers, my friend. You have 200,000 food. Yeah.
I mean, he still has some production buildings. He does need to build more, probably where all his lumber camps are. Retreat his army, consolidate in his base, and then take at this stage probably all in grey to get rid of that front.
Yeah. Take your farmers and slam down like 30 stables, 50 barracks, 20 archeries, and spam the shit out of it. Like, it's very
Grey's doing a great job at adding production everywhere. We have to know that. I mean, all the map he took back, he has his eco in the corner. It's a bit Kaikoko style, really. All the eco in the corner besides walls, not many castles, and then massive production everywhere where he's covered the map. That's like Kaikoko plays.
It is it, because this is how I always played. I always had my economy in the corner, walled it.
Yeah, and then true. You also kind of played like, you would have added more like TCs for lumber chopping there and took the stone probably, but
I mean, I would have production inside my walls, because the biggest mistake when you have all your economy in one place is not having production there.
Yeah. I mean, Kaikoko would do that too, but it reminds me of, I've seen more Kaikoko playing than you playing over the last ones.
I mean, Purple is pushing back Red a little bit, but he's still again not fighting together with his army. Like, he had like 20 Shukunu attacking the army of Red, and then Red just retreated.
At least he has like one position now where he can defend against both, and he should probably retreat to a point where he has some hope of their armies running into each other. Maybe they fight over the middle. It's probably not going to happen, but we have to like give them the chance to leave you be, right?
Purple is listening to me, yeah? He's adding like 20 stables right now in the back of his base.
Exactly where I said, where the lumber camps were. He's listening to me. He's doing exactly the spot I said.
And he should up his army. It's his biggest mistake. If you look at the top again, there's like 20 Shukunu and 1 Onager, and they're fighting again, while all of his other armies on the left, and he's just wasting his army against the longbow fire.
Antarctic's rooting for Grey makes sense, because they were both the victims of Psy early on.
To be honest, I'm really rooting for Purple, because I think strategically he deserves to win the most. He has played the maps the smartest. He killed somebody to get trade, he went for the middle to get the resources, he played the map this
I am
month.
just rooting against Ashur because he played this so boring.
Yeah, but, and this is my problem with Lila right now, he played the map strategically by far the best, but he has very bad army control. Like, he has very bad army control, sadly. Like, he could have crushed the army of Red multiple times now. He had multiple times enough units in the right position to just wall over him. And he always run in with his cavalry before his archers were in range. If you attack with archers and cavalry at the same time, first walk in your archers and then come with your cavalry. Because it's much easier for your cavalry to catch up with your archers. Also, don't just attack with your archers, keep kiting, like, move them in. It's better if you move them in deeper without firing and then fire.
It's just patrolling them in so they are only attacking the units that the cavalry is already attacking.
Don't even patrol them in. It's even better to just move them in a bit and then start attacking. Because
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just describing what's happening since he's only patrolling, and then all the units are attacking the front line of the opponent, and none of the units are attacking the back line of the opponent.
Also,
and you want to somewhat get into a situation where you attack all the opponent's units with all your units.
And also because they always attack the first target, a lot of the shots just go on that body.
Yeah, exactly. It makes a lot of overkill on the front line or on the very much front line of the opponent.
We now starting to get. No, never mind. They are getting to get multiple attack angles because there are a few units in the base of Ashur, but not really. Oh, he didn't place.
Also, Grey isn't really attacking from the base, right? He's only attacking from the middle.
Purple built his stables not very well. A lot of his light cap is blocked, and I think his villagers are also blocking.
I mean, Purple called out Grey for being a traitor, but he still hasn't deleted the market.
Which is quite funny, not gonna lie.
And it's still being traded with as well. I mean, the trade cards are a long way. It's a good trade route because he's built in markets in TP space. That's why he cleared TP space. Also,
Ashur is gaining gold in the fight right now, by the way. Ashur is gaining gold right now.
Is he trading with orange? No, the market died.
I think relics, I think. He's also trading with something. But
yeah, yes, 8. Moins market? What happened to Moins market? Yeah, Moins market. He's trading with Moins market.
Yeah, he's doing right.
Of course, yeah.
Like, he has to finish
I mean, Ashur might be Ashur, not play the most exciting, but he's smart, he's doing everything right.
I mean, Purple's
he's gonna push back big time
though.
I mean, Dova just won a lot of fights.
Because finally he attacked with his entire army. I mean,
yeah, Grey kind of gave him some room to breathe.
But Grey also should, because as I said before, I don't think Grey wins the 1v1 with Ashur, so he wants Ashur to get weakened a lot before he makes him. So I think it is the right decision of Grey to take the middle and then chill a bit, and this is exactly what he's doing right now, and this is the right call. He should also try to find the market of Moin. Grey should scout the base of Moin, just to make sure that the market died. Because Ashur having the market would be very bad for Grey if now Ashur wins. Oh god, I mean the onagers are just walking around, but I think Ashur is losing right now. Ashur has no gold for longbows really. And finally,
Dova still has 8k, and it's funny, he's exactly 8k.
It's also quite sad that now finally, when he's pushing, Grey is pushing again, and which means that he will now need to get more army. But I think
Grey has 2 relics, Ashur has 9, Dova doesn't even have a single relic, so all its gold is from like the middle, which he lost now.
But he should be able to fight it both once, because he has enough reinforcements right now to push back Grey's armies. And
he almost shot his own Chukunu there.
Huh?
He almost shot his own Chukunu there.
Well, but he's pushing back, and the longbow count of Ashur is really not that high. But he's lacking light cap. His light cap is just stacking up behind. He should really make the rally point more forward, so that the light cap just runs into the backline. Because this is where he wants it. He has a lot of units just standing around doing nothing. And I said Grey should really try to find the market of Moin and just kill it.
No, instead Grey killed the market that he was trading with himself.
Oh,
once again.
That's kind of sad.
At least the live trade ended now.
Purple is going away. It's not good. Purple, you should not go away. You should keep pushing.
Oh, he wants to defend against Grey now. No.
It's not the right call because Arshu has Relics and Arshu has the market. And the market is a game changer. I really don't like that.
Yeah, somebody should really like. Yeah, I mean,
Scout.
like Grey was raiding overall Moin space, right? They killed Moin together. Grey shouldn't thought about the market.
Yeah, Grey should know that there is a market because, as I said, he was raiding the base. He saw the market. I mean, I think he saw the market.
Yeah.
So
I checked. He did.
Purple has lost a lot of Shukunu right now. Very, very bad trade. I really don't like how Purple is fighting. Like his units are never in the right positions.
I mean, it's kind of more than 1.5 hours after my usually end of stream time, so I wouldn't mind somebody dying soon.
But I want it to be Arshu.
Yeah.
Grey is not
I slowly start not caring that much who dies anymore.
Yes, Purple has moved his entire army back. Because he now wants to defend against Purple. I mean, defend against Grey.
I think Purple is dying.
Yeah, Purple is dying. Purple doesn't know how to fight 2v1.
Yeah.
I mean, Purple also doesn't know how to fight late game. I think that Purple is not experienced in free-for-alls in the late game. Or is at least not as good as
Can you win with Thunder? Yes! Why is nobody building it? We said it at the start that you can win with the Wonder. Sylne4r said like 3 times that you can win with the Wonder.
Oh, standard victory.
You know, listen, that's why we sit here 2 hours longer than we have to.
Kinda, yes. But also because some players are very passive, and some other players
some players, yeah. Some player that
and
also didn't listen and asked on Discord if you can win the Wonder.
And some made very bad decisions. Yeah, Purple is now dying because Purple was fighting very weird. I really dislike.
Do you think Grey has a chance in the 1v1?
No, I don't. I don't think Grey is fighting that well either. I think it comes down to army control in this. Oh, maybe if Purple now manages to kill the longbow. I mean, Arshu is very low on gold. Grey has more gold.
Duva has 2 light cav in the left corner attacking Grey's market. He probably was looking for a cheapest market there, but it's actually not cheapest market, it's just...
And nobody looks for the market of Moin, sadly.
But there's 2 relics. He's getting all the monk upgrades? What? Why? To defend against the light cav with monks? Just send yours over, mate. Pico, the monastery in cheapest
place.
Are you
serious? Why? No,
illumination, block printing, theology, and a monk.
What a waste of gold. What are you doing? He has no gold. Why? He
like as if one monk, if he has illumination, block printing, and theology, for example, theology for one monk, would convert to 2 light cav.
He spent 2,000 gold on nothing. Why? Why you doing
this? I don't think
it's
2,000. Block printing is like 200. Theology is like 300, something like that.
He had 2,000 gold and now he has 0, so he had to spend it on something at least.
It's making Genoese, that's the main thing.
Red has lost his longbows, by the way.
5 week code for Radar show. You have 1 pencil what's the hard rating unit.
Arshu has only 30 longbows. I mean, Purple's army is still the strongest in the game.
It says 40.
40? Oh really? Okay, I only saw 30 as a...
And it's making 35 more. 9 relics plus trade is pretty good, right?
The trade is the problem. People should really have killed the market. I mean...
Grey has at least the monument. I think the monument should be a bit stronger. I feel like the trade is giving more than the monument. The monument should give more.
I also wanted it to be too strong because then everything becomes about the middle, you know what I mean?
I think it could be 200 late game though.
Yeah, I think late game could, yeah, but then, like, for example, think about it, like, if nobody would have trade now, like, if they kill the trade, yeah, the market, then 200 gold a minute is very strong if this is the only way to get gold, you know?
Yeah, but it's also a nice way to balance people trading, right? And it should be better than having trade.
Yeah, but that's the point. Like, what if nobody has trade? Because let's be honest, the market of Moin should be dead.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like an auto win in a 1v2 situation, but it should be better than having trade.
It is worse than having trade, but this was kind of the point because 12 trade cards is not that little even. I mean, maybe 150. I think 200 might be a bit too much, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I don't know, like 12 trade cards with a good trade route, you would have to do the math, and I think it should be a little more.
The thing is, I know from my Game of Thrones map that generating like gold per minute, like 200, it adds up a lot. It's much more than somebody thinks. So I will try it out. I think 100 is too little probably, but I think I will try like 150.
We have
probably.
another math question. Antarctic says, just get me a skirmisher that can throw each stick of the palisade as ammo. How many shots would that skirmisher be able to do?
I don't know how many sticks are in a palisade wall, so... Purple is on 200 military.
Nobody wants to count. I won't. Yeah, 3 sticks? I think it's more.
I think it's also more, yeah. Okay, I mean, purple... If purple gets more light cav, purple should get some skirmishers, to be honest. I don't get why he doesn't.
I mean, he's doing quite a good job holding 1v2 here.
Yeah, but
he doesn't have the right strategy, because he's only holding, but he's doing a good job holding.
And he's fighting downhill as well. I mean, uphill now. The enemy's on the hill and he's not.
Yeah.
That's not good. But deleting the walls is a good play, and now running into the light cav is what he needs to do. If he now walks forward with a Shukunu, then he can catch all of the longbows and the trebuchets. It's a very good fight. Move the Shukunus a bit more forward.
He's moving him? He's moving him?
He's not moving them enough, sadly.
He's patrolling them again, right?
Yeah. He's not
controlling the onagers. The onagers, I think, shot the longbows.
The onagers, if he should really get some Shukunus or something attacking the onagers. He does. He saw the onager, and now he can kill all the longbows because now all Shukunus are in range. And I think he can win the fight there.
Yeah, he's also has the hill now.
But Grey is pushing very heavily into production. If Grey pushes further, then he will lose all of his stables, and if he loses all of his stables, then he can't fight anymore.
Yeah, he took a great fight against Ashur. Now he's contributing to the end fight against Ashur. I appreciate it, but Grey is killing him.
Yeah, but it's bad that Grey is killing because Ashur has still the trade. The fact that Grey is not looking for the market will be
Grey has the monument. That's why I want it to be better than the trade, because it's in the middle and the trade will be at the corner. So the monument is always more exposed, which is, I think, the reason why it should be better.
But the thing is, the market can be killed. The monument can't.
A monument can be killed, and then you get it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, but that's still like I know you know that, but I think it's still a point for my point that the monument should be better.
My point is, if you sneak one trebuchet to the other side and just snipe the market, it's gone. If you sneak one trebuchet in the middle and kill the monument, it just comes.
Yeah, but we know people don't know that it's gone then, because everybody assumes it endlessly respawns because nobody reads.
So this is why I think it shouldn't be stronger, because you can just punish market by just killing it and then it's gone, which is much easier. I mean, let's just look at the market.
Depends on where the market is and how the game state is.
Depends on how well it's
desperation time by Dovan. How we have Camel Riders.
I mean, the market of Moin should just be sniped. I mean,
Camel Riders against Genbows. This is not gonna do much.
What, camels?
Yeah, he's making camels.
Why? Against Genbows crossbow. Why are you wasting your gold on camels? You could have made cavaliers, which are better. You could have made light cav, which are better.
I think cavaliers are not much better against Genbows. No, he made a lot. He made 26.
Yeah, okay, then I don't. I mean, sometimes I can make a misclick of like 60.
I can make 6 misclicks, I guess. 30 camels.
But I mean, now he can't make Shukunu, and Shukunu is his best unit.
Yeah, he's bringing his army back, and Ashur will push therefore.
Yeah, he's dead. He lost his army at the top. He lost his production. He lost his gold, most importantly. Like
It's not a misclick confirmed. He got heavy camel.
Or he got some misclick.
You don't
and I was like,
misclick
yeah,
the heavy camel upgrade, man.
why would you make?
No, you don't misclick that
up.
upgrade.
Why would you make heavy
camel.
camel in the situation? Like, of course,
Because there was a lot of
like,
it was a Hassa trap army at first, right? Before he realized there's a lot of Genmo behind that, there was mainly Hassa army. That's why.
but even then, Halberdier is much better.
You already... No, he doesn't have. He doesn't have Halberdier tagged. He has Pikeman.
Who? No,
Oh no, never mind. That's the Italians. Of course, the Italians.
He has fully upgraded Halberdier, my friend. He was fighting.
It's 3M already almost, right?
It is.
This is the 6 hour also for me.
It went much longer than it should have. But as I said again, I think it's because a lot of players made weird stuff in Castle Age and then weird stuff in Imperial Age and then...
And nobody did the wonder, and Astro asked if you can make a wonder instead of making it. Maybe it wasn't working, I don't know. He looked like he was gonna do a wonder and he didn't try to make it.
Yeah, Astro has won the game because of the trade. That the trade has 100% won.
It should have won the game with a wonder an hour ago, which would have been more exciting.
Probably. And then he might even have died, because then he would
have...
have...
Yeah, he might have not won the game then, actually. But it would have still been more exciting.
I also don't understand the reason.
I mean, to be fair, actually there was some alive trading going on between purple and grey. So that's a good point for why Astro deserves to.
I don't know, man. Like, I think this is more an argument that nobody deserves to win. If this is the argument.
If nobody deserves to win your map, then it's I don't know who has the issue then. I mean, they were fighting for 4 hours. Come on, they also would deserve it. I mean, maybe not for torturing us to a 4-hour game, but it's not been boring 4-hour game. There was stuff happening all the time.
I mean, it was happening all the time or not? I mean, I think we didn't have this we didn't have a moment.
Yeah, it's not a boring game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. Like, if we start this game at 20 GMT, it's okay.
I just say the game was bad played in many situations. As I said, I think we had a lot of weird things that stretched the game out unnecessarily.
Oh. Like,
but I still think it was a good game.
Or everybody leaving everybody alive for 2 hours. Nobody finishing up a player. That's
Purple
like
is pushing back, by the way. Purple is pushing back red, and he should win this fight against Grey.
Yeah, it is! Okay, yeah. Should he win the fight against Grey? What happened to all the Genbos? Why do you only have 3 Genbos?
You got killed. Did you saw that? When the camels were attacked.
Okay, it wasn't a mistake to make the heavy camels. And it's working. Somewhat.
And Grey has a lot of skirmishers and he has only light cap, which also makes the fight.
I mean, now it's skirmisher Hotza, right? The camels are... Most of them are dead right now. They're standing in the back of the base, not fighting. One has 4 HP. And Sai is saying he won't make the mistake of leaving a Grey player alive again. Very good learning.
But I really don't like the push against Red, because he's pushing with only Shokunu, and these are his last Shokunu. So he will lose the Shokunu for sure.
Most of us.
The fight against Red is so costly. He will lose everything there.
He's microing now, he has the hill.
Yeah, he's microing now, but he has an RB composition that he can't afford to lose, because he has no gold income, and Red does. And Grey,
yeah, I mean, he's doing a really good job defending the 1v2.
He's doing it fine now, but he wouldn't be in the position if he controlled the army better before, because then Red would already be dead. Which is kind of sad, because I really wanted him to win. Because I think strategically,
especially now I want him to win. Yeah, he played to the map, he played to the objective, right, with the middle, and with the securing trade, and yeah, and he's making a great hold happen right now, and he's doing it really well. Yeah.
And the only reason he will not win is the market of Moin. Like, this is the only reason why he will not win, the market of Moin. Without this market, he would win 100%, I think, because Archer would have been out of longbows a long time ago. How much trade value did he get, by the way? Can I look this somewhere? He has still Shukunu, by the way, which is interesting. Okay, Arshu's pushing in with trebuchets and longbows. He wants to kill the production, which is a smart call. Did you have that die? I assume it is. Grey should really... Grey, if you watch the VOD later, biggest lesson to learn from this game, before you attack somebody 2v1, look if the other player has trade. Because what you're doing would be right if Red would not have trade. But because he has trade, you will lose the game.
That's actually really good general advice. That before you 2v1 someone, you check who has trade.
No, I mean, it's more important. I think it's not like who, more check if the person that you are teaming up with has trade.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
if the person that you're teaming up on has trade, I mean,
you check who has trade and you team up with the guy who doesn't.
Yeah, basically.
That's basically how I do it.
Yes.
That's how I was doing. And then you can also say that guy has trade, right? And then the other person is likely gonna be fine with 2v1ing together with you.
Purple has lost a lot of production. He really needs more production buildings again. And I think he should maybe add some farmers.
Oh, he's deploying now. What are you doing against red though? A valid point.
I like that he's talking. Because Grey will lose. Grey can't win against Red because of the trade.
Yeah. I mean, he's making a good point. I think Grey should probably take up the point and go faster.
I think everything Grey is doing would be right.
The other point that Dova should make is Red has trade. But he doesn't know it either, right?
He should just lie, I know. He should just say that he has it.
Yeah, but he should also know. He should also have scouted it, right? No. I mean, even Dio is during the fight. He should still probably try to find out, right? Obviously, he should try to kill it. Right?
I mean, like the thing, I understand why Grey is attacking purple, because Grey thinks like I have the middle, I have gold income, and attacking purple would be the right thing to do.
And the Diplo worked though. Like, oh no, never mind, he didn't stop. I thought Grey stopped for a second. Is he stopping? Yes. He's thinking about it. He's moving his Sosa back and forth.
Maybe he's scouting for trade? No, he isn't.
No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. He's starting to think about what he should do, but he hasn't smarted up for searching for trade
yet. Red is all Robin Hood and shit hiding in the woods.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of longbows. That's what they make you think of, right?
I mean, purple is losing all of his production, is not rebuilding it. He should make halberdiers out of his barracks and send them.
I mean, we already started liking Dova a lot here. Now it's even making cool chat comments. Hiring my sympathy for him.
But Dova is not making halberdiers, sadly, which is very bad when your entire base gets raided by 60 hussars or 120 hussars. I don't know how many there
are. He was hoping that the Diplo would have worked.
Yeah, he should still make halberdiers. I mean, it's never bad to have halberdiers with before. I mean, even just in halberdier versus halberdier, are good.
Grey's getting confident now on its middle thing. He's making condos. I don't know why he's making condos.
I mean, he
makes no sense. He should rather make Genbo, but
yeah. It makes no sense at all, especially because he doesn't have any gold. He has like 200 gold. That's it.
But he has the middle, man.
The middle is not intended to be a viable single gold.
Kind of funny how much gold the dead people have. I mean, Winston has 4,500 gold and Tipo obviously disconnected with Portuguese 44.
I mean, the middle was never intended to be a viable solo income source. It was always intended to be a little gold trickle that in the late game, if nobody has gold income, you can still get a little bit of gold to get an advantage somehow.
Yeah, but I think the advantage is not big enough. It should matter in the late game fights, and it's not really matter.
I mean, 100 gold a minute is basically 5 champions a minute. In a trash fight, 5 champions a minute is not that bad, to be honest.
Yeah, but you make 80 farms and you get way more champions by selling.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I never said that you should. I mean, you should have still an economy, like.
You get basically 1 champion or like almost 1 champion for every 100 resources you sell.
I mean, it's like different. It's like 3
and you click the market, 1 shift queue, you get as many champions as from the village.
Gray's getting smart. Gray's getting smart. See, where's armies
Let's
moving?
go! He looks at the minimap. He's going exactly the right direction. I mean, he saw the market before, so he knows where it is. It's Stonewall. So it's not panic time yet
should
for
just, like-
Ashura, but is he bringing Siege over there, or is it only Hussar going?
I mean, he should bring Siege over there, otherwise it will be very hard.
It's a lot of Hussar, but it's only Hussar so far.
Against down walls, like, not attacking.
Is there a way to attack a weaker part of the wall? No, Ashura's smart. It's all stone wall. It's not wall to anything. Can he attack?
I mean-
He's attacking the market. The Hussar is attacking the market through the wall, diagonally.
But it's 5,000 HP. One Hussar will take it sometime. He needs to
Does
bring
Ashura
one siege ram.
realize is the question?
He needs to bring one siege ram
He's
or one
grey
trebuchet.
after all.
Oh, yeah.
Does
He's
Ashura
grey
realize? Is Ashura reacting? Ashura's not reacting.
His mini-map is blinking where he gets attacked, so he should realize it, yes.
It's not blinking as visually as on Capture Edge. But
Yeah. You know what I mean. But to get back to the middle thing, like,
He should,
my
but
idea
he's
was,
still in big fights, so there's a chance he doesn't.
I mean, I like that.
There's
Grey
no
has-
reaction, so I don't think he is realizing.
I mean, I think it's more like, what can he do against 120 Hussar? You know what I mean? Like,
You send 40 longbow there? Okay, then they would kill the market though. Huh, that's tough.
and not even that, like, if you
Send
send 40
melee
longbow
units
there,
around. I think he has the gate, like south of his like
Yeah, but
castle
the
where
thing
the
is,
crack ground
if you
is.
send like,
Make
if you send like
make
40
like
halberdiers,
50 hus.
but
yeah.
Otter, you need to send like 50 halberdiers, and then you have 50 less halberdiers against purple.
It's true, and Grey stopped fighting purple, so
And he wants to kill purple.
I think there's a
purple
world
is weak.
Ashura loses this now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which is good.
Well,
And to get back to the middle thing, my idea was like,
it's not good for the game ending.
Also, the middle is like, this is like 3 archers a minute, and in a free for all, like having like 15 more archers on your enemy in the late game can be very strong, was my thinking.
True, yeah. If he can make gen bows with the middle, we talked about champions before.
I
But
mean,
here it's
just think about
actually
it.
like making 3 gen bows per minute, and that would be really nice.
Even arborless. I mean, he has the middle for so long time now. I mean, he has it for, let's say he had it for
Great,
5
great.
minutes, yeah?
Pico move all the Hussar away. So now it's only really that one Hussar that I pointed out attacking.
5 minutes, in-game time 5 minutes, you have to think about it, would be 15 arborless. And having 15 arborless in a trash war is very strong. Which is why I was afraid to
Especially
give it
having gen
normal.
bows. I think having gen bows is even better because they're bonus against life.
But
Hussar,
just
right?
with normal arbalest, it would already be strong, which is why I was kind of afraid to make it stronger, you know, because then would have 30 arbalests, and then it would be very strong.
Yeah, and we were not even mentioning Cavachas because we're talking about
Oh, yeah.
Italians, right? Cavachas
Okay.
would be even better. Like, of course, Cavachas cost like, what, 60 gold? So you would only get 10 Cavachas? Yeah, I mean, 10 Cavachas every 5 minutes is really good.
To be honest, I think Cav archers are worse than the trash one in the late game, because Cav archers you have to micro much more against halberdiers, while with arbalest you can also just look away sometimes. We see
Yeah,
a
but
wonder.
it depends
Ashura
what your
taking it.
unit comp is, right?
Oh.
If it's together with halberdiers, then maybe you're right. But if it's like, I mean,
Have you already seen what
Wonder!
archers doing?
Let's go! Finally!
It is good, because now they have
What's
to
a
team up on them.
C? Yeah, well, Grey already stopped, so I mean,
I just don't understand why
It
Grey
already
Grey should make siege. I mean, Red has nothing. Just make a
but
few
it's
rams and
really
you can
smart by
do the work.
Ashura to make the Wonder now. I think Ashura realized he's in the 1v2 position now, so he makes the Wonder damage.
Exactly. And it's in a good position because it's very hard to push in there. And Grey has enough gold to make rams, and Purple has enough food and wood to sell for rams, so they should be able to kill it. But they should make rams, not trebuchets, because there's a lot of stone walls, and the rams are much better at killing stone walls.
Yeah, it also gets you quicker through the buildings. I think making both is viable as well.
Yeah, but they don't have gold for both, I think.
No, I mean, look at Grey. Look at their food and wood banks. They have a lot of
Yeah,
gold
I mean,
by selling.
yeah, kinda.
I mean,
But I like that they
90k
don't
wood,
get-
70k wood. Grey doesn't have any wood income. Grey has wood income. Purple doesn't have any wood income.
Now
By
that
the
I think
way.
about it, I think the best siege unit might even
Ashura
be
denied
the
all the wood income from Purple. Dora
I
doesn't
know.
have any wood income. That's kind of big.
Purple doesn't have any income. Purple has like 21 villagers, so. And they're all not working. But
Purple has really
I-
zero income.
But I think purple should get one onager, because then he can cut through the wood line, where the trebuchets and longbows are, and has a very fast way to the wonder. Like, one onagers, a few siege ramps, and he can very easily get through. He's just pushing in the wrong direction right now, because he doesn't need to push at the top, he needs to push to the corner. Same with Grey. Grey is pushing at a position where the wonder is not, like, Ashur can lose the entire base at the top.
Yeah, but I mean, how is Grey supposed to push in the right direction, right? I mean, the wonder is kind of behind purple.
I mean, I think Grey should make production buildings where his hussars are right now. Yeah, and then he can push from this direction and go from the top side. You know, like the top side of the corner, and purple should cut through the wood line and then go from the south side or into the corner. So that one comes from the top and one comes from the bottom.
What? Why is he pushing purple? What? No! People, no!
It makes no sense.
Why? No! Like, I Dova is saying no as well, and I completely agree with those no's. Oh, what the hell? Dude, the guy's making wonder. The guy has a wonder. I didn't switch the overlay yet. I think I guess I'm just gonna switch the overlay.
I'm AFK for 2 minutes and then I'm back.
Okay, you're a human. Nice to know. 379 years remaining for Ashur. And what is this? Why are you doing this? Pico, throw. You played 4 hours to die like this by killing purple? Oh, I feel so bad for Dova. It was finally a road to win for him, and then Grey takes it away for no reason. Does he really think he can beat Ashur alone? Now Sylne4r leaves me alone with my frustration. I know it's his frustration as well. But it would be nicer to be frustrated together. Also for Dova. He can at least know the casters are frustrated with him. Dova's just ignoring the attack state, trying to do... Well, no, fighting with Ashur stopped. And Dova kills the base and goes back now. Hey, kinda too late for that. Market is still dying. Market is actively dying. We've got onagers. At least dead. That's a nice paper. Okay, so maybe he thinks he can do the 2v1 because he's killing the trade. That's something we said earlier. One is sad because his market dies, but also Ashur killed you, so do you want him to trade? And this market won't resurrect. Something that Moin did not know during the game. Ashur was trying to stop it with the light calf, but the light calf might be a fast unit, but they are not fast enough. And Ashur does end up losing the raid. And I think I hear breathing, so Sylne4r is back.
Which is a very good turn of events, because this means Ashur, despite having the wonder, could still lose.
Wonder will carry.
But, yeah, I really dislike the fact that Grey attacked purple.
Yeah, now he's stopped again. I mean, it's quite indecisive. Antarctics! Yeah. Thank you so much for the gift sub. Thanks and congrats to MechSquare808. Thank you so much, Antarctics.
The problem is kind of like both are just doing nothing right now. They're not pushing while there's a wonder. So I think Ashur will just win by doing nothing. Because the enemies are not doing anything. And I mean, Grey has to use.
Yeah, I know. It's always nice to make a castle where your opponent's kind of starting TC. It's not a starting TC, but his main TC was. But why?
Which castle are you talking about?
P was making a castle where Dova's TC was.
Oh.
This he placed the foundation. Before the guy has a wonder! I think Red should say there's a wonder in the corner, the wonder ends the game or something. I don't know if Grey understands what a wonder does.
That's the question, does he? Yeah, that's really the question.
I wonder, do you know what a wonder is?
He's really making a castle in his base. But why?
And like, Nova is being such a chat, right? He's ignoring all that. He's all using all his rest to stop red.
Which, I mean...
Which won't make him win, because Grey is still killing him, but it's like... it's the best thing to do against losing, because the Wonder is losing.
Grey is just playing to lose. Like, I can't say it any other. Grey is playing to lose.
Yeah. And we might disagree on some issues, but on the playing to lose versus playing to win thing, I know we are probably the two most agreeing people in the world.
And the sad thing is, Archer even has the most wood and food, so like he can just trash spam until the Wonder won the game. And
nobody's moving in the right direction anyway, right? I mean, there's more wolf traps, there's more walls, like he's fortifying the position in the south corners, right? And it's by trees, it's really good defended.
And the saddest thing is Grey has 6 trebuchets that I see, and is pushing in the completely wrong direction with them. And
where are the traps? I switched to overlay, I can't see where the traps are anymore. Oh, he is pushing red at least, okay.
Yeah, a little bit, but also pushing purple for no reason, which is like...
Pushing, he just made the BM castle and that's hopefully it.
The BM castle, exactly, that's what it is. But the thing is, purple is the one that could the easiest attack just through the wood line, which now gets fortified by Asho by building walls.
But how do you attack the wood line with Chinese, right? It's werewolf traps. Yeah, I guess you micro the onagers away from the traps. Yeah.
The werewolf traps are not close enough, and also
you have to micro the onagers. You then use your own traps on the walls that are going up now, and then flooding Cavalier.
Also, traps don't automatically attack onagers, if I'm correct. So you have to click them manually. So if he just doesn't realize it, you know.
I mean, there's longbows there as well. They automatically attack the onagers.
But still, then
and they are trained.
Longbows are too far away. If you look at
don't tell me Grey now manages to fight purple even as he's trying to attack red. Yeah, no, he's running through.
Okay.
Is he? No, he's fighting. Oh no!
Grey has a lot of siege.
No.
But what Grey is really doing wrong?
Yeah, but he's sending his Hussar to fight Purple's army instead of protecting his siege. I guess he has to Jetbow there. They should. Even though they're a bit out of position to the job, hopefully.
He also has 0 forward production, which will also make the position he's pushing from very useless, because like, yeah, you push
at least his ram production is kind of close.
Yeah, close.
And he's making rams. I mean, you demanded more rams out of the player that gets siege ram. The player that is getting cap ram is at least making it, which is still a good call.
But finally, purple is he changing direction? A little bit. Purple is pushing in the right direction. I like it. Purple has realized where he has to push.
Is he? Oh yeah, he's massing army now in the south. Yeah,
he's messing production. He's messing production in where basically the walls are that go right to the center. So basically he's not.
I'm not sure if that means he's going to go to the bottom. Okay, now he's moving.
He's making onagers. Why are you making onagers instead of rams, my friend? This makes no sense.
Who's making onagers?
Purple.
Yeah, to cut! To cut! He's going for the Wonder.
Yeah, but... like... there are stone walls. Like, you can't cut stone.
Well, you can... No, it's open actually. You cut the wood where the 2 red outposts are. And then there's 3 holes in the walls. I don't know why. I should never made these walls, but it's technically open towards the Wonder. And the Wonder's also not stone walled in, because there's wood around the Wonder. You can onager cut this all.
Yeah, you can.
And there's no traps, and like the longbows are even leaving the trap place, so...
I mean, it's possible.
That's actually a great angle. Like, just champions around just would be enough here. If, like, Asho doesn't fix his wall. Which isn't, and that's like, Purple is attacking the right down road.
He's doing it right now.
Okay, it's doing it. Dang it.
But, and this is what I want to say,
I mean,
there's a much better position at the top.
onagers can probably take
like, if you kill the wall, like where the onager is, like a little bit above it, then you can cut through the wall a little bit above where the hill is, and then you can
that's kind of the straight way, yeah.
And then you can even attack downhill, because then you cut the wood on the hill, and then you come from the hill and then attack downhill, which is like a much better position. Right now he's in a position where he doesn't really achieve anything. We really need swams, like we really need swams.
I want to say petards, but he doesn't have a castle left, which is also really bad because he can't remake Chukuno.
He also is housed. He needs to make some houses. He
That's
has
stuff you only see in game. Captrash doesn't take
he
it.
only has 3 villagers and no town center. If he loses the villagers, he can't make
Oh
houses
boy.
or anything.
Really? Yeah, he's making houses with 1 will. Oh. He really doesn't have a TC. Holy cow.
He lost everything.
Holy, that's so scary.
And I mean, Gray has.
If he doesn't
done
make a
lot of damage.
TC, he could just be dead, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, he still has production and some. I mean, he is dead anyways. He has no.
yeah, but you
economy.
can't win with only units.
I mean, he has 3,600 food. This is the problem. Like
You need to make a
can't-
wonder.
Then he doesn't have the food to build enough units.
Also, his market will die soon, eventually after the castle finishes the blacksmith.
Yeah, but his market will respawn, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, true. No, that's not his market though, right? Where's his original market? Is that his
It is his
original market? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, the
it has a
Evolving was his original TC actually. It's
It has a
flag.
flag, so you
Yeah,
always
it has a
know
flag,
that
yeah.
because of the flag.
But now the angle that he's attacking from got a lot. I mean, he's killing production there.
Now
At the
he's
south.
finally making the ram, and now he's going with the ram at exactly the angle that I wanted him to go. You see? He's even filling it up with champions.
Yes, but there's War of Traps and Longboards at the ready now. 174 years remaining. Gray's still pushing up top. There's a lot of army defending Gray's attacks. Well,
Move his army in the south. He needs to get all of his army in the south up where his ram
he
are,
is.
then
He's
push.
moving the chips, no?
But the light cap.
Needs to move the rest. Yeah, like
Needs to move
more
light
important
cap.
there.
Light cap and tank the long boss, and this is.
And
the
Asher is
unit
falling behind the wood line. Yep, good call. But Asher needs onagers to kill the rams. Like, he doesn't have nothing to kill the rams right now.
I mean, it's werewolf traps to kill the rams.
Do they do damage to rams? Isn't it pierce damage?
I don't know, to be honest.
It's werewolf, but I think traps do 1 damage to rams only.
Really? I have no idea if it's pierce damage or
I don't
melee damage, to be
think
honest.
traps don't work against rams. I think.
Man, please, purple, move your light calf. You need the light calf to engage the long boss, otherwise, you will never get through.
Oh, yeah, 6 now. But yeah, he's moving them now. No, he's not moving them. Now he's changing the angle to the south where there's
Yeah, he's
only
changing the
walls
angle.
now. Okay, it might work.
No
actually.
sense, because he was nearly through. Like, he was nearly through. He just had to attack a few more times with the onagers, and then just run in with the light calf, and he's in. Like, there's no
Does he have
army. there's
villagers
only
left? Oh yeah, the house will is left.
But this is kind of tilting me. Like, he could just cut the last few trees and run in with the light calf.
I mean, if I'm
And
purple right now, my main priority would be
he's
making a
losing the
TC.
He's losing the rams to halberdiers. He's losing the rams to halberdiers. This is so bad.
There's champions in them. Eventually they pop out and kill.
Yeah, but
yeah, I guess
because
after the
rams
rams
are
die.
getting popped down.
Here's
Rams are
another
getting
ram.
focused down. Yeah, but
Now
this
there's
is also-
onagers for Asher. Now Asher had enough time to make onagers.
like,
Great
he
attack
was-
is also a big fight there. It's not really progressing.
They are so indecisive. Like, he had the right angle, but he just didn't commit on it. And now the rams, I mean,
The onagers died. The tree line is still not open. And the rams.
The tree
What's the
line
ram
lost-
doing? I hear the
tree
ram.
line-
It's attacking a wall that's already open.
he wants to make the hole bigger, I think, but it makes no sense because they're like 4 onagers, so the ram will never get through.
Now the ram, yeah, will die to the onagers, but he has another onager. 1 good shot and it's open. And it's open. It's 1 tile, but it's open.
One in, please one in, please one in, please one in. Do it.
You think
But
he's
his
running in?
armor-
But the
Yeah.
Halberdiers are there to block.
What
Can he run in? No.
He needs to get the champion in position there. He needs to get the champion there. And he needs to get the light cap in front so that they can tank for the longer shots. What's happening?
Yeah, it's the champions fighting there now. The
Yes,
Chukunu, he
still
can't
a
build them
lot-
anymore.
He has still a lot of light cap in, but he had still some, or did he lose all of them?
I think he lost them. I don't see them anymore, and I'm on the other overlay, so I don't see the units that they have anymore.
Okay. That's sad. He also still has some
112
light cap.
years.
He also has a lot of light cap in his base that he should use.
And now I should rebuild the wall.
Yeah, it's over. If I don't, purple is dead.
Yeah, and Crane's too far away, his attack angle, and also he's lemming training.
He's doing a little.
Is that a
lemming
verb as well, or only a
training. I don't know, man.
substantive?
I don't know.
I kind of started using it as a verb.
It is a nomen.
Yeah.
No.
What's that?
So-
A noun. Noun is it in English.
The Lemming train. Yeah. They know what it is.
He has a lemming train again, I guess what we would say.
Ach man. I really don't like that Archer's winning this way, to be honest. I mean, it is
Yeah, you could have won by making the 1 to 3 hours ago.
But I mean, it is the right decision that he made a wonder, but like, it feels more like he's winning because his opponents made the wrong decisions most of the time, instead of, you know. Was lucky,
That's
I
somewhat
think.
always the case, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was so passive, and it worked because everybody was just letting him being passive.
He only traded with the market of a guy that he killed. It was a good trade.
I mean, to be honest, yeah, kinda, but I think Gray also contributed a lot to the kill,
That's true.
and then just didn't care about the
Purple is
market.
in at the top now. 82 years remaining, still has some army. Making more light calf. Still hasn't made a... He's making a GC! No! The Vey died! Does he have a bill left?
He has one villager.
Where?
I don't know, but just says that he has one because it shows in the overlay. It is in his base where the houses were built. The one villager that was building the houses right to the.
Oh, the house hill is still alive. Okay, maybe you can finish TC. I don't know why TC is there, anyways. But it's breaking through here. He's actually making progress, but the army is just there. Right?
If he through and then Gray walks in there somehow, it might be a chance. But Gray is just not fighting. Gray is just move commanding his units inside. Like, his skirmishers are not firing, they're just moving into the...
No, they're just doing and dying, yeah.
They're just walking into the melee units and just don't fight. Purple is in,
panic making another wall, Ram speeding through, and it dies.
Yeah, he has no chance. Too many longbows, he has nothing to do with
and Ashur now, finally Ashur can defend the hill that we talked about at the start of. Like 3 hours ago, where you mentioned that hill's a nice defensive spot. We don't see the cannon gains, which is disappointing. Come on, make one cannon gain. That's cool. His relics are exposed.
He even has a dock, though. Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Like... Yeah, I know. I need to work tomorrow. But it's gonna end in 50 years, so...
Very anticlimactic ending, not gonna lie.
It was a good game, but a bit long.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I think a lot of things happened that... It's just happened a lot of things that I think happen when you have not a very experienced 3-for-all player in a game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is not a bad...
strong players. I mean, I think a lot of the players here were very strong players, but not that experienced.
Good ones. I mean, Ashur is experienced, and I think Moin is experienced, and Tipe, and the others I don't know.
Yeah, but I think they also, like, many of them are good, strong players overall.
Yeah, but I always say being good in 1v1 and being good in 3-for-all is a completely different game. Because 1v1 is all about early game and like being good at build orders and micro, while 3-for-all is late game and it's all about macro. And macro decision, knowing how to control armies instead of controlling units, which is very, very different. Like in 1v1 you win because you have good unit control and just kill somebody with like 3-minute arms. While in 3-for-all you have to control armies and not units. Which is very different.
Yeah, so like it makes a difference, right? If you're good at 1v1, it's still a lot of transpires. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying. It's 20 years remaining, I think this game's over. Ashur has this really nice defensive phase here with the stone walls, the castles, the traps, and this not anymore Aachen Cathedral. Now a cathedral in England that no Brit I know knows about. And I think Chelmsford?
Was the British wonder the Aachen Cathedral? Wasn't it the like Teuton wonder, I think? Teuton wonder is the...
No, it was always the British one, and the British wonder was in Germany. I think that was a joke.
Really? I think that was a Teuton wonder. Never mind then.
I mean, you're even... Aren't you even living in that region somewhere?
Yeah.
Why, even in Aachen, right?
I basically know the cathedral, that's why I was kind of confused right now.
I thought it was the British one. I mean, we could look at it. It's not... This one is not the Aachen Cathedral anymore.
No, this is not the
Aachen
Cathedral.
Cathedral in England. But I think it used to be the Aachen Cathedral.
It might be.
And it's winning the game. The Chelms I don't want to say it wrong again, but it's some cathedral in some English town. And GG! Asher wins by wonder.
Oh, why not? I mean, what do you think about the game and what do you think about the map now that we have had it played?
I think, I mean, I basically said most of the things I think during the cast already. I think it was a good game, a bit long, but we also analyze the factors why it's long. I still think the money in the middle should be a bit stronger because it kind of ended up not playing too much of a role in late game. And I still think at least 200 for the late game and less early game.
I think I will remove it in the early game completely, to be honest.
The market mechanic worked really well, I think.
I mean, 4 hours and 28. I think the longest game I had on this map was 2 hours. So it's quite more than double.
Everybody forgetting it was standard victory didn't really help, right?
Yeah.
Even though we said it.
But also, like, I think Gray is the reason why the game was so long, to be honest. Because if Gray not
a lot of people like Ashur and Dova also did nothing for a really long time in the game. But like, Sai made his side all about feudal age, so they were a lot behind and couldn't do that much. Moy not finishing people, Sai not finishing people, Tifa being Tifa and running away and rebuilding. A lot of things they contributed.
Only this people, so like last 2 hours, and I think Purple would have killed Red long ago if Grey wouldn't always like go in and out and in and out. Which I think he really slowed down the wars by always switching sides all the time.
Yeah, true. The switching sides thing. Yeah, that belongs a lot. Yeah, but actually, you had the wonder builders ready, and we were totally ready for you making the wonder, and you deleted them. And it attacked Void, which was like, I guess, a fine decision because you got the market and it got you into the position to win the game. But we were like, take wonder already, man.
I think it was more
you
funny
did nothing for 2 hours, indeed.
Yeah, you really did nothing in this game. You won by waiting.
It's the Asher way to win, but it's not really great to watch. Oh my god, the timeline and all those texts.
Exactly the type of winning that I wanted to prevent with this map.
One saying spawning trade cards was a bit annoying. Wish he could block the flag, but I didn't understand the market mechanic. You blocked the flag all wrong. You just made a palisade wall on the thing, but instead you did this thing, which left the flag walled in, so it was still spawning them instead of making the gate on the flag.
It is even mentioned in the game hints. I said it before. It's said at the beginning of the game when the text comes. The flag signals where the thing is spawned. If you block the flag, it can't spawn. So you just have to put something on the flag. A unit, a building, whatever. The simplest way is a palisade wall because it's the cheapest building you can place there.
He said he couldn't build it. Yeah, the whole structure looks like he couldn't, right? He couldn't place the gate there, so he made it there.
You can build it, but you can't build it when a market car is standing on it. So you have to pull away the market cars until none is spawning, and then you place it there. But
there was always a card spawning, because it's not his cards, right? He can't move them away.
Of course, also mean the enemy card.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Of course, the enemy cards.
But why is it a problem that there's one card of the enemy? What's the problem with it? And it's only spawning as long as the player is alive. As soon as the player dies, it stops spawning.
Yeah, I don't know what's the problem with it, actually. They have vision over parts of your base, I guess. But
so you can always easily block.
They already have it because they have the market.
I mean, if you don't want to trade cards for pop space, just block it by building a palisade wall or a stone wall or whatever. If you don't want it off the enemy, kill the enemy. Very simple, because if the enemy is dead, it stops spawning.
Yeah, killing the enemy, that's something that people really lacked in this game. Most kills, speaking of it, for Dova, with 7,573. Really, really valid fight, Dova. We were hard rooting for you. I think it's fair to say, even though we're completely neutral, unbiased casters, we're just judging on how people play, so that's why we decided to root for you.
And that made us biased.
That made us biased. Yeah, exactly. That's fine, right? Pico killing the most buildings with 644. Also strong play there, even though we questioned the attack in the end on Dova a lot. And economy-wise, probably everything for Ashur. No? Obviously, the Portuguese thing still for the Portuguese, but
yeah, about it, he got 700 gold only from the market of teal. If
Yeah, now
grey
we need the
would have,
statistics, how much people got from the middle. That would be interesting, but we don't have.
this is a tribute, but I don't know if it shows. It's not shown because it isn't shown because it is a tribute of Gaia, so it can't be shown. I don't know if there's a way to make it shown, to be honest.
Wait, where's the tribute? The tribute is normally in economy as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, but
tribute
it's,
sent received. No,
but it's
Ashur. Okay, that's actual
no,
tribute. Okay, it was
actual
more
tribute.
than 100 stone. I thought Viking Rage bought his life with 100 stone, but he actually bought it with 5k res.
But as I said, Archer would never have won if Grey just would have killed the market because he got 13,000 gold from the market.
Dova,
Like, this is a lot.
I fully agree. Great that you said, chat. We really liked your plays. And here, yeah, purple here. Dova is agreeing with me that the middle should be better. I think late game middle needs to have more impact. Red didn't care at all that Grey had it. Yep.
I mean,
I think so too.
I think the middle should never be so strong that it's as strong as markets because it's not the point of it. Because markets have more risk because they can die. It can probably be a bit stronger, but not too much, I think. Because
But even after the trade died,
okay.
nobody really cared about it. I guess because there was one.
I mean, the trade is. I disagree with that, to be honest, because after the trade died, Grey attacked the middle to get the middle. So after Grey wasn't really trading, he went instantly for the middle. The only reason Arsho didn't care about it is because Arsho was the only one with the market. And Purple wasn't able to care about the middle because he got 2v1'd.
Yeah, Asho also had the relics. He really did need the middle. But I still think it should be stronger.
And the 2v1 started because of the middle. Kind of. I mean, it is basically as strong.
Yeah.
It is basically, okay, make it in different words. It is as strong as 3 relics. Just to make it into perspective. Roundabout.
That's not enough. Come on. Even you have 3 relics so often. Asho had 9. It should be better than 3 relics.
Because I think a relic gives as much as 1 villager, and the villager gives around like 30 to 33 gold per minute, and it gives 100. So it's around about like 3, maybe 3.5 relics, depending on how much.
Nice boom by Dova, 228 mils. Here you can see the APM. We can keep talking, but I would just want to get the statistics so we can add the highlight here. Great games, guys. GG's. I'm gonna add the win for Asho.